Begone, scammy packs. We are not interested in you today. Robert Strong and Baltharus. Good to see you. It's me, one of the 6 people. What's up, Chas? Vulcanet. Hey. Wow, that's a rough one to say. I'm going to say crazy. Cruisy. Hope I didn't butcher that too much. Welcome. Hello and good evening, Smalltoff. How are you doing this spooky week of the spooky month? Title is too true, but don't have to call everyone out like that. Hey, what can I say, man? That game took my gerb. I can't blame you. CZN looks like a lot of fun. Dude, what is this game? Is it new? It's called Epic 7. Maybe you haven't heard of it because it EOS last week. Hey, Tungsten, how you doing? Cranked, good to see you. Onrush, Jayton. I'm doing well. I like CZN, but Lord mercy, I don't have the time. I feel that in my soul. Oh, Sparkles. Ah, it's okay. Remember when this was the best day of your freaking E7 life? Remember when he was the GOAT, when like all PvE content fell before him? If you didn't have Champion Zerato, you couldn't even play this game. Simpler times, man, simpler times. Pre-pandemic times. Currently getting the last of my Halloween decorations out. They will stay up until New Year's. Love it. You're my wife's favorite person in chat now. Hope my day is well. My day's pretty good. I'm supposed to be making a whole bunch of videos. I got like 9 videos piled up that I need to make. I just noticed there's little Molagoras chilling out on that island. I never noticed that before. Can Jamp Z's counter Tenebria? Kinda, not really. Champ Z can't do shit while he's asleep or stunned. Well, I guess he can't be stunned. But yeah, he'll throw back when things hit him, but only if he gets a chance to. And Tenny's stuff is non-attack based, so out Z goes and you don't get to do much. Short answer is no. If he worked against Tenny, everybody would be using him. Hey, Beardy. Welcome. Y'all take down the Halloween decorations. The Halloween police taped up the You had me for a second, Cranked. Okay, what are we doing? Do I want to do this right now? Do I really want to do this before the new unit comes out that we're going to be required to use to get a decent score in this? I think at least we should buy the new artifacts. So what are we going for here? I guess we're going for number 2 to be able to piss all over people like me, huh? Ahmed Cleavers. Hang on, I gotta get rid of stuff. Let me see. Arrange. Hide equipped. Hide max enhanced. That's trash, that's trash, that's trash, 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 trash. Trash, trash, trash. Trash, 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 and trash. Easy game. And now we can go over here and just make sure there's no glowy blue ones that I need to pay attention to, like you. Let's look at this blue one here and see if we can make anything happen out of it. They showed 2 units. Who wasn't sure the second one was. Elder Saria and then green Celine skin is what we expect. Or not green Celine skin, but ML Celine skin. Because we're right about the time when they're going to reveal the ML skin. And this is dead. Right? 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 says 17 speed maximum, which isn't fast enough on an HP main yet. This is 12 kinds of dead. Okay, any other blue ones that I need to look at? No, that means we can just simple select them away. Boop. Be gone, garbage. OBL does nothing. To be honest, she cuts and then she doesn't do anything. Theoretically, she cuts Ahmed and then she CR pushes up, so you can't get Ahmed cleaved. She's just another foil for Ahmed. Well, that's lovely. Got the full speed one, but on the skill we don't care about. Number 2, please. Ugh, but it's a 7. Give you a couple more. Give you a couple more. Ew. 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 Come on. 10 in the middle. Garbage. 10 in the middle. This game, man. 10 in the middle. Son of a bitch, me out the window. Give me a 10 on the first one. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just stop. Lia. We need number 3. 14 speed on number 3. Go. No. 14 speed on number 3. Go. Why not convert? Because you can't build these artifacts yet. Not for a long ass time. Not until the next round of art, or not until the next round of exclusive equipment's come out. You can't craft the current new ones. And if you're asking me why I don't just craft the other ones, because I have all the other ones. Yeah, you gotta wait until the next ones come out. It'll be roughly a month. Oh man. Son of a bitch. Come on. 8s and 10s and wrong ones. Back up here. Oh my god. This game. Really, actually legitimately worse. Smilegate, you're killing me here. Ah! Oh, come on. Even like unlucky odds should have had me hit something over 10 on 3 by now. We've spent 500 of this currency on this. I've never had such bad luck on these in my life. Really, game? Really? Really? Is that how this is going to be? I don't care. I'm spending them all. I don't care anymore. I'm rage pulling now. There we go. F this game. This game is so awful. Oh my god, it's so bad. Let me see. Lulacar, where are you? What does this one do? absolute nothing. Okay, so it's this one, I guess. There you go. 8 more speed on a unit that I'm not going to use. And over here, anti-odd unit. I'm the one who's always picking odd. And here's a nice one for a unit that nobody's going to use because Queric's just better. All right. No, it didn't come in, Beardy. It didn't come in. It was still not what we were looking for, but I got enough that I'll craft it next month. I've never had that kind of luck on EEs. Usually I get it in 2 or 3. But I guess I was due. Let me see. Sweep a friend's poster. Game, come on. There you go. Swoosh. Is Saria teaser vid dropping tonight? First thing in the morning, I think. About maybe, what would it be? 3, 6, 7 or 8 hours from now. Yeah. Show me something nice. Check out my Guild War Gamba. I did okay. I got like 11 or 1200. I didn't check it out today though. See if it's any different. There's a new game called Chaos Zero Nightmare. It's a Smilegate property, so everybody that knows about Epic 7 knows about Chaos Zero Nightmare because they're from the same developer, same producer. It's even on the same game engine. It's being played on the Una engine, and it's really good, and it's brand new and shiny, so everybody is playing it. And right now, the E7 category kind of looks like this. So I was like, you know what? For the 6 people who still want to see Epic 7 who aren't playing that other game, I'll go ahead and jump and go live. Hold the category down. If you haven't played CZN, you should try it out. It is actually a pretty stellar game. I don't understand the Guild War Gamba. What do you mean you don't understand? You got points. You pick the team you want to pick. You go to the right side. You pick how many points you want to bet on that team. Based on how many people are betting on one team, it sets odds. So if you want to vote for the underdog, high risk, high reward. And you got to spend all of your points. You can spread them out, or you can put 10 in everybody and then all your points into one you're sure about. Pow, bye, Wyvern. Ooh, 200, you got 200 Reforge mats. So you go over to the events tab and you look at the Guild War thing, and you come over here and you set your points. Like if you really think that previously is going to win, you see, I voted on previously I voted on necrophilia, but so did 91% of the people. If you think Firefly is going to take it, you can switch your vote to Firefly, and you notice the odds changed from a 1.1 to 1 ratio to a 10 to 1 ratio. So I will get, of my 160 points, I bet, I will get 1,600 points. If they win. If they lose, I don't get anything. But if I select necrophilia and they win, I will get 176 points back out of the 160, I bet. Because the ratio is not that good. So what you want to do is go in and find people you're pretty sure are going to win. Now I am leveraging hard that Fulmina is going to take it home. I know these guys, and I'm I put 300 on it. If I win, I will get 1,200 points. If I lose all 300. I could go over here and follow the crowd, but you got to decide. You're going to follow the crowd. Remember, most people that come in here don't care. They're answering this like they're answering a freaking standardized test where they're like, oh, we're almost out of time. C. And so they're just going down the left side. That's why the left side numbers are always going to be higher. It doesn't necessarily mean they're better. It just means people will do what I did and just go down the side clicking on it. Now, Volcanics, you know these people. Who should I be dumping my points into? We'll go hard into Fulmina. Hard. See, the problem with Palladia is, you know, Palladia, at least the odds aren't terrible. 87 to 12, they aren't terrible. But, I'm going back through, and anybody that I like is a 1.1, it's almost not freaking worth it. So I'm putting my points into things that are going to score higher than a 1.1 because the payout is just so shit. Veritas isn't bad at a 1.2. I'll give them a few other points. I really need Fulmina to bring it home for me, man. I'm going to get like 10,000 points, or what would this be? Almost 3,600 points if they win. I wouldn't do Fulmina. They said in Discord they just wanted the frame. Nah, I'm in chat with one of the recruiters from that. And I'm going to tell them, it's like, get your shit together. Get your shit together and win, or I'm kicking you out of the out of the recruitment hall. It's 900 points. It'll suck, but you know, it is what it is. Talentless, I feel pretty good about. Palladia, I should sink some more points into Palladia and Veritas. You know what? I'll scrape a little bit out of Fulmina, but if they win, I'm coming after you for telling me to take points out of them. I just really don't know the other guilds well enough to vote on them. I mean, I know Necro's really good, but holy shit, the odds are so bad. Man, if Firefly wins, though, you know what? Just on the outside chance they win, that's a quick 1,000 points. That's a quick 1,000 points for just 100 risk. The odds are, you know, sometimes he's got to bet on the underdog, right? What about this Mori guild, Volcanics? Does Mori have a shot? Tell me Mori has a shot, right? Those guys are terrible, right? Yeah, Mori sucks. Okay, I'll stick the rest into Palladia. It's not a lot of points, but it's, you know, it's free money. It's not gambling, but it's gambling adjacent. Okay, and once you're done, once you've got all your points spent, you got all the spread done, you've selected who you want to win, click submit, and you're locked in. That's it, man. That's all there is to this event. So pick who you want to vote for. Don't necessarily trust the percents because 99% of this game is just going right down the left-hand side, clicking and then hitting submit because they don't care. They don't know. Hell, they can't even read some of these names. So they're just guessing and they're going with the crowd. They're like, oh, everybody says Momoland's going to win, so I'm voting on Momoland. Everybody says Palladia's going to win, so I'm voting on Palladia. And they really don't know. They just click the left side and then everybody dogpiled on for the highest chance to win. So if you know some people who are in the know, go for it. And if you really, really, really want to win, then vote exactly the opposite that I did because I suck at these. I always do terribly at these. I have got the worst future sight in the world when it comes to who's going to win a fight. So if you really want to get that profit banner and get the maximum points, just whatever I picked, go the opposite. Trust. Okay, so I've got 4,123 coins. So what am I going to spend these on? The Molagoras seem pretty heckin' obvious. Chance at a 5-star, why not? These, I guess, if you're a new player, that's a fun little gotcha, but it'll, I think it's only like a 10% chance to be a 5-star. Catalysts are terrible value for a veteran because we got tons of these boxes and tons of AP, but for newer players, catalysts are probably one of the biggest roadblocks, and it's some of the worst advice I see streamers give new players out there is to just not go for these things. New players have so damn many units to level up, there's no way they could farm enough AP to satisfy the needs, so these are giga huge value for relatively new players. But for veterans, they're pretty hard pass. Once you get past that, I don't know, the 1.5 year hump, you don't really care about those. How many catalyst points do I have? I don't know, more than 6. Yeah, more than 6. What? It's more than 6? Same thing with these. You'll eventually have so damn much stigma, you're not going to care about these anymore. Leafs, though, holy crap, Leafs. I think we always get the Leafs. I'm not a huge fan of left side charms, but right side charms are a huge pain in the butt. And of course, artifact charms are a huge pain in the butt. Again, end game players don't care as much because we have got most everything leveled, but newer players, it's the exact same situation as with Catalyst. Newer players have a billion artifacts to level to go on their billion units they need to level, so very, very high value for new players, and they go down a little bit. And then there's the gotcha boxes. In the gotcha boxes, there are garbage stones, tailored equipment, which is nice, more garbage, mod boxes. I need me some mod boxes. Molagora at 4%. These are 3 to 5 star summon tickets, red, green, and blue. 3 to 5 star summon tickets. Lesser art charms. Ooh, commander armbands, very nice. Some accessories. You know what? This is pretty good. I think I will dump my I'll dump my overage into this over some of these other things. Epic 7's a game of resource management. It's impossible for me to say which of these is a good buy for you because it varies depending on account to account. I'm going to say you definitely get the Leafs, and somebody out there's going to be like, I've got 8,000 Leafs. Do I still buy the Leafs? No. Don't be stupid. If you got 8,000 Leafs, start farming. Holy crap, why are you hoarding? If you are a person who's been playing 5 or 6 years, you probably don't need these. Hell, you probably got a shit ton saved up and plenty of armbands in the or guild crest to buy more from the guild. But if you're relatively new, these are a big roadblock for you, and you probably want to get them. You got every ML5 in the game, then who cares about these? You brand spanking new. These are an awesome, chance to get a shot at something you like. The Molagora, I got 72 Molagora, and I've got nothing to Mola, so I'm not going to get these. But 90% of Epic 7 is starved for Molagora and is going to want to buy these. So you've got to decide where you are in the game and what's important to you. What's a roadblock item? What looks good? Just understand what you can get. Yes, you can farm AP and buy these, but if you've got a billion units to skill up and you are constantly like, I'm out of catalyst, I'm out of catalyst points or adventure points, wherever we're calling them this week, then yeah, pick them up. Do what's right for your account. And once you get everything that you think you need, once you get everything that you feel like is going to help you progress, me and my 48 Leafs are probably buying these leaves, then I'd go for the fun tournament chests and just dump everything into here because there's some really good stuff in here. All right, enough yapping. I don't want these. I'm fine on these. I don't want these. I don't want these. I got plenty of these. I don't need these. I don't need these. I don't need these. I do need Leafs. So we're getting Leafs. I don't need weapon charms because I can farm these. I do need arty charms because I can't farm these because Smilegate decided to take that away. I'm good on kata charms. I don't need weapon charms. I do need arty charms. So that's it. That's all I'm getting because that's what my account needs. Your account may be different. Now let's see what we get from these. We're just going to slam all 11 of them, guys. Are we going to slam all 11 at once? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be juicy? There's going to be lots of awesome stuff in here. Let's go. Bam. Ooh. 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 Okay, blue box is nice. I got a couple of frosty connections. Yay. Okay, I guess these are 4 to 5 star, not 3 to 5 star. Got some garbage charms. God, of all the things to hit, at least it wasn't Catalyst. That would have been worse for me. And I got a couple of tailored equipment boxes. Weapon, armor, helmet, boots. Grade epic. Okay. I've never used these tailored boxes. Let's go check them out and see if they're any good. All right. Use the box. Let's go for what? Speed set. Speed boots. And it's still a random main stat, huh? It's tailored, but you can't pick the stat. Oh, that was from one of those. No, that was from 11 boxes. I bought 11 of them at once. Okay. How about speed helmets? Speed armor? Speed armor. We'll get 1 speed armor and 1 speed helmet. Receive. Okay, it's got speed on it. It's worth rolling. And we'll get a speed helmet. Wait, did I just do a helmet? Oh, I just did armor. And a speed helmet, and it does not have speed on it. Oh, God, it's 32 gear score, though. 32 gear score, crit chance, attack, and then 2 wasted stats. It's going to have to max roll something amazing for me to keep it. I don't like... The whole reason for speed gear... Oh, yeah, we're dead. The whole reason for speed gear is to build things fast. So why are you keeping speed gear? It doesn't have a speed sub. It's like a death sentence to this kind of gear. Get the hell off my account. This is... Nothing here really goes together that well. So this is just basically a speed check. We need everything to go into speed. Speed! Okay, we got 1, so we're going to go plus 9. Another speed. Oh, man. It sucks, too, because it was really high rolls across the board, but nobody uses this. Nobody wants mediocre speed with some crit chance, but no other DPS stats and effectiveness. It was on the right track, right? If it had hit... No, not Zeo. Not Zeo. Ain't no way. Zeo deserves better than this garbage. I mean, you're right. You could put it on Zeo if you don't have something better, but I would have to change the HP to crit damage and make a hybrid Zeo. It'd feel really weird. I'm chucking it. We're done. We're over the garbage gear. Why is this still on my account? Simple selection. Oh, from the little bit of farming I did. I forgot that was there. Any boots? No boots? No boots? Yeah, nothing worth keeping. So anyway, that's how the Gamba works. So if you want to get into a little bit of sports betting in your 13+ game, just kidding, it's not real money. It's perfectly legal. Don't freak out, Apple Store. That's how it works. That's where to spend the stuff. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Am I going to play more Chaos Zero Nightmare? Probably not anytime soon. I got that contracted tournament with Summoner's War, so I'm farming the dog shit out of that off to the side, and it's that and Raid and E7's probably going to suck up all my time till the 19th. Now, after the 19th, I might be a Johnny-come-lately and have you guys walk me through Chaos Zero Nightmare, hold my hand a little bit, play some, because it did speak to me. It was a pretty good game. Tristen, mind checking my previous message. Anyone else come across this PC client error? What you got there, Sushigasm? my God, look at me. Oh my God, Sushigasm, I've scrolled past 2 messages where you said, would I check your past message? Bro, can you just ping it again, man? Because I can't find it. Would you just post it again, bro? Wait, let me try this. Sometimes this works. Hang on. Pop out. Hey Tristan, for whatever reason, I tried to play E7 PC client, got this weird bug. Never occurred before. Is there a way to resolve it? Image is in E7. Image is in E7 general chat. It's in E7. Oh shit! You put it in my Discord. Hang on. Whew. Man, you sent me on a chase for that one. Error at hooking API load string dumping. Wow. Epic 7 global loader exe. So, yeah, I've never seen it before, but it's having issues loading. Having issues with like the freaking executable file. I hate to tell you this, I think it's a full uninstall and reinstall, which sucks. You're not going to lose any data or anything. It's just you're probably staring down the barrel of a 10 to 30 minute download and reinstall, depending on how fast your internet is. But yeah, I would close out of the Stove client entirely. I would go into your start menu and just type in uninstall, go into add and remove programs, find the Stove client on there, and just yoink the entire thing. Just uninstall the entire thing, and then just search for Epic 7 PC client and do a fresh download, fresh brand new download, and reinstall it, reconnect it to your account. Problem should go away. Another thing that you can do too is before you fire it up, right click on the file and select run as administrator. On the shortcut, select run as administrator. That solves a lot of problems. It's not going to solve this problem because this looks like a corrupted file. And it happens when Epic 7 goes to update things. Sometimes the update doesn't take. Sometimes it breaks the launcher, and it happens and it sucks, and a fresh install usually fixes it. Let me know if that does. If it doesn't, if after you reinstall it, you get the same issue, please send me a DM on Discord with your what version of Windows you're running, and I will run it by the CMs. Be aware that like CZN has got the CM so freaking busy right now. You'll probably get faster response sending in a ticket, and if you can send in a ticket, send me the info about your PC and the ticket number, and I'll try to get it some more attention. But hopefully the reinstall fixes it. Hopefully you don't need to do any of that. Do I intend to play CZN anymore? Was it not for you? No, it was definitely for me, dude. It was a really good game. I've just, it's trick or treat this weekend. It's my wife's birthday this weekend. I'm doing a big tournament on Summoner's War. Raid Shadow Legends is probably a little pissed off that I haven't done an insert for them. I'll have to do that again tomorrow. I've got like 19,000 videos to make. I got like 5 videos that we got the raw data for yesterday that I haven't even like done yet. I got a Patreon that I've been ignoring that I need to catch up on, or people are going to start not pledging to me anymore. I'm swamped. I just don't have the time to play another game. But I will probably play it a little bit later in the month when my life calms down, because it looks like it's a lot of fun. But for now, just gonna have to live vicariously through you guys. Good evening, Malice. G-Poy and Vigilista says play CZN. I'm like, damn, it's gonna be like that, huh? Please make a memory fragment video for season when you can. Have you guys not been following I'm_Sue? That guy has been Johnny on the spot with his videos. Play CZN, man. It's gonna be worth your while. I did play it. I played it at launch. I got freaking Hugo. I got like one of the best starts out there. It's literally just a I don't know, either have to stop eating or stop sleeping. One of those two things has to be sacrificed in order to make time for CZN. You guys realize, like, I'm a CEO for a company too, right? I don't just play video games for a living. This is just something I do for fun to hang out with you guys. Half of the reason I can get away with this is I'm not going to fire myself for playing video games while I'm at work. Any thoughts on the new units for E7? One of them is Elder Saria. She's probably going to be a ranger just because Hall of Trials wants a ranger. And she's probably going to come out on Thursday. We'll see her kit tomorrow. And the other one I suspect is the Spirit Eye Celine skin for RTA. And not actually a unit. Wife's going to destroy the PC when CZN takes Tristen from her. No, it's no big deal. Just put the laptop up on the small of her back and just play. You know, it's... What? It's... Fire yourself for playing video games so you can play more video games. Brilliant, Kay. Brilliant. And then I'll file for unemployment. Right? And then I can, when unemployment runs out, I can rehire myself. Do you think the new ML Yulha will be crazy good? Neurotic, when was the last ML5 we had that wasn't meta warpingly good? It might be Dragon Bride Senya, and she was really good in her own right. But yeah, I can't remember the last ML5 that Smogate made that was kind of like, kind of mid. Closest might be ML Teu or ML Aria or ML Sharoon, and all of them are really good in their niche area. Her impact was kind of meh. I don't know, man. She was pretty freaking good. Also enjoying Summoner's War? Yeah, it's been fun, Kefnet. It's basically E7 with shittier graphics, but there are some things in it I like better, and there's some things that I'm like, holy shit, am I glad this doesn't exist in E7. But yeah, it's been fun. I can see why people stick with it. ML Aria's Dogwater? Hard disagree. I've lost to her many, many times. She's also the only ML5 I don't have, so I guess the grass is always greener, right? Teu is one of the most difficult to win against Cleaves out there. Teu's got the same problem ML Ludwig has, right? Is DPS or dime a dozen. And they're the fastest to get power crept out. Blood Moon Haste was kind of mid on release, not gonna lie. Blood Moon Haste was terrible on release. He was one of the worst ML5s in the game on release. But I'm just talking about I guess I did say the last one. Let's go look. Let's go take a look and see. Cecilia Bot, show me. Okay, so last ML5, we had Lady of the Scales. She was kind of okay, right? She was decent. She was all right. Witch of the Mirror Tenebria. There's still going to be somebody in chat who says that Witch of the Mirror is not that good, right? Yo, Valen. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a really good stream, man. A horror streamer who streaming Epic 7. Vampire VTuber who plays horror streaming E7. E7, that's scary for us right now, huh? God damn, I gotta check you out, man. Hang on. Tossing you a follow. I love me some horror games. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay, so yeah, she's all right? She wasn't too meta warping. Aria, you're going to get mixed opinions on her. I think especially with the new warfare rules, she's going to surprise a lot of people. But I guess you could say so far she has been the least impactful unit of 2025. Because before that was Bossarunka. She kind of sucked. Nobody cared about this unit. And ML Teu, I mean, Cleave is dead, right? So the most debilitating, hardest to fight against style of Cleave wasn't a big deal. And ML Pera, I mean, she was only good because of Uber's Tooth, right? If it wasn't for Uber's Tooth, she was terrible. Hua Young, remember everybody said Hot Topic Hua Young just needed a buff? She just needed a buff, and that's it for 2025, man. No good ML5s came out in 2025, so I don't know why you would be worried about ML Yulha being good. I mean, how could she possibly be good when all we have had is just absolute just garbage ML5s over and over again, right? Right? Sarcasm? Oh, dude, if Zeo and Teu or Sea Phantom Politis and Teu just, it was one of the most disgustingly difficult things to fight against. Now, the world's changed a little bit since then. Lua was actually kind of good on release, but nobody knew how to play her. So people bitched and moaned and cried that she wasn't good. And then they buffed her and made her like basically an I win button. If you didn't have ML Lua, you didn't get to end Legend that season. That was crazy times. Harsetti, we're not even going to talk about that unit. Ilanov, she's all right. ML Luna, yeah, she's kind of fine. Although her stocks have dropped a lot, Dragon Bride Senya was probably the most important unit that came out in June. You know, in June, you needed her to win. She was too good. Sea Phantom Politis, I don't think there's ever been a world where Sea Phantom Politis wasn't freaking broken. Yeah. We got to go back to January of 2024 to find a truly mediocre unit. The only reason that she became good is Renak came out. And until Renak came out, this unit was kind of garbage. Other than that, I don't think any of the units were straight up garbage when they came out. They were either meta warpingly broken, or they were just good or niche amazing. This is the only unit that just wasn't good in any way, shape, or form. I think she was invented to try to slow down Death Dealer Ray, and she just really didn't have that much of an impact on Death Dealer Ray. Which is why a few months later they came out with Schneel, who actually did do good against Death Dealer Ray. Anyway, long story short, I expect really, really good things out of ML Yulha. Because they're going to need her to sell really, really well to coincide with the Black Friday packs that will be out at the exact same time. How are you going to sell Black Friday packs if ML Yulha is not insane? I mean, we went through all this hassle of having a custom group summon to get people to drain all their mystics, right? Or sorry, a special mystic summon to have people drain all their mystics. So now you're starving for mystics. Maybe you're a little bit low, but a lot of people are starving for mystics. And then we got a you know, once this is gone and people blown through all their mystics, what's next? Oh my God. You know, at least this is trash. Anybody that's new out there, please, for the love of God, mediocre unit, absolutely one of the, if not the worst ML5s in the game. Was once the most broken thing ever, and a lot of new players are going to Google ML5 tier list and see Landy at the top of it. Don't trust tier lists, mine included. They're all very opinionated, but especially don't trust tier lists that are more than 6 months old, because this unit is very, very hard to use in a current meta where there's Lady of the Scales and Setsuka. Very hard to use. Still a very good pocket pick, but she ain't the broken meta warping monstrosity she used to be. The closest thing you got to an amazing unit is Sea Phantom Politis, and she's her and Conqueror Lilius just constantly are in a power struggle to see who's going to be most important. And for right now, it's Conqueror Lilius, and Sea Phantom's kind of on the outs. She'll always be good due to her resource reduction, slowing down focus and fighting spirit by 50%. That's always going to be huge. But she's the closest thing to an A tier unit you got, right? None of these are S tier. You got an A tier. You got a C tier, a C tier, and a D tier. So use this 3 weeks to save up, and hopefully you'll be good for when they drop a sexy nurse Yulha on you. You can use Elena to counter Setsuka. You can use Landy to win fights too. It doesn't mean they're good. It means they're niche, and niche gets put in the B or C tier, and that's right where I put her ass. Just wait for them to have a broken... Yeah, right? Landy just needs an EE that lets her ignore damage share. And she's back with a bullet. A tier, 2 C tiers, and a never C tier. Never C tier. I get what you're saying. 6 people not playing CZN. I ain't gonna hate on you if you're playing CZN, guys. CZN is a fun game, and I'm in no way, shape, or form saying you should feel bad for not playing it. You should definitely be playing it and be a part of the hype. It is a really, really fun game. It's got a different feel. There is no plans for RTA in it. It is a PvE only game, which means it'll mellow out and coast for a while. E7 has got PvP. It's just, there are 3 things right now, right? CZN is new. It's the Una engine, but it's very unique. And we're in the honeymoon period, and that feels awesome. The gameplay's different. So that is fire. 2, there's nothing going on in Epic 7 right now. There is no new banner. There's no new units. There's no new event. We got a nice little story event, which is a fun little read, and you're done with it in about an hour. And that's it. And 3, the one thing Epic 7 has that CZN doesn't have is RTA, and holy crap, is this the most garbage meta since Golden Boys. Nobody is enjoying playing the meta right now. So, man, brutal, brutal, brutal. In fact, I need to go play the meta one time to keep my RTA rank going. Place your bets. How long is it going to take me to get a match? I'm betting 2 minutes. Let's go. Unless one of you snipes me. 10 seconds, shit bubbles. We waited 2 minutes and 43 seconds yesterday for a match. Nah, no way it's 4 minutes. Do I ever do account reviews? They're tough to do since I can't log on to other people's accounts. I got to figure out a way to do it. We're not allowed to log on to other people's accounts, and screen sharing is dangerous with people you don't know. All it takes is one person to think they're being edgy and cute, and while you're screen sharing their screen, they quickly throw up hentai just because they think it's funny, and then my channel gets, like, you know, sent on a 2-week vacation, and I lose a good chunk of my monthly income. I'm not saying you would do that, but people can be assholes. So, 1 minute on the nose. All right, I am first pick, so you are not allowed to have Zio. No Setsuka, no Zio. I am okay with that. So let me see. Hang on, sort by freaking speed. And where do we start? How about... Injury 1. Lady of the Scales is out, so we don't really... What? Barunka? Barunka's not a problem. Sorry, I said Setsuka. I meant Lady of the Scales. I'm so used to seeing them together that I say them in the wrong order. What did I get for my Heart of Orbis? I got a bottle of knowledge, buddy. Never even seen those before. Ooh, yeah, I should have taken Renak. That would have been a good idea. That's okay. We'll just outspeed. We'll go with Ronnie, and we will go with... Straws A, Straws B. Yeah, I'd never even seen a double S before, and I got the double S I wanted the most. It was great. Hey, Wolf, hang in there. I hang with you. I'm not a fan of CZN. You don't have to be. You don't have to like it, but I think it's a really good game. It's a fun game, and it's different enough from E7. I think that once the shine wears off, the people who love card builders and PvE are going to stick with CZN, and Epic 7 will be their side game. And the people who really want the competitive stuff, enjoy a PvP game, or aren't fans of card builders, E7 will be their main game, and CZN will be a nice side game. It's different enough that I don't think anybody's going to be like, one of these has to be my main and the other has to go. You know, it's a... I think you'll be able to... Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't see any other books, though, and I don't care about that. I think we're okay still. I think I can cleave her. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. If he's smart, he's going to pick a book, because a book will make me have to ban that instead of Renak. But if he doesn't pick a book, I can get rid of Renak. My biggest concern is that Renak is faster and then blows shit up. Oh, we're good. Oh, we're good. Dumb pick. Oh, goddamn, we friggin' win. We win. Winners win. Okay, let's see. You need to be in the front. I can't quite see Setsuka's legs. There we go. Now I can see Setsuka's legs. Okay, we're in good shape. When you're doing the arrangement, you got to think about aesthetics, guys. You got to think about aesthetics. Bloop. And a bloop. Please push ahead of A-Lots. That would be so sexy. Damn it. That's okay. We'll give you some extra juice. Bloop. And that. How much damage into that Bossarunka, guys? I think we're looking for 6 digits on this Bossarunka. Let's go. Oh, 116,000 damage. Ow. Bam. Oh shit, that BBK's pushing up. How'd that BBK push up? Okay, just got to miss into a counter. Okay, everybody's blind. Hitting free win pushes the team. Ah. Okay, so this misses, lets me counter. That's fine. Counter. Boosh. Pop. Okay. Blind BBK misses. Nice counter. Good job. Good job. Damn the souls, man. Blammo. Come on again and again. No, don't you die. Dodge. Blind BBK misses. Counter. Bam. Come on, misses. Damn it! Unfair. Whole bunch of coin tosses now, guys. Whole bunch of coin tosses. Come on. He should have S1'd there. He's risking it here. Blammo. Extra hit. Defensive magic down. We're dead. Man. Fucking free run. No, it was the counter set build, Belcock. Thanks, Belcock. I can't watch a Shinobi clip, though. Why is defensive magic a thing? It's dumb. It's yeah, I got really unlucky. I missed so many counters. First pick, you do not get this. Let's go. Okay, so no Lady of the Scales. So, you know what? Let's take Freerin and bait him into taking Bellion because we don't care about Bellion with the team we're going to use. Right? We can ban that. We can outspeed that. So let's Veronica up and Straze in 3. I've not tried first picking Freerin. I'm curious how it'll go. He's going to belly in on 3 because I would. Oh no, he's just going to Illinov thinking that she somehow makes my strays not work. That's adorable. That's absolutely adorable. Ruel's a little bit more of a problem, but not as big of a problem. So let's go with Mr. Lots and Miss Ahmed. Okay, we don't care about that. Okay, so he's clearly getting rid of Ronnie. So if he's getting rid of Ronnie, I probably need to respect the speed, because if he goes first, then Strays is just dead, and it's tragic. Ugh. Oh. Well, shit. We just get everything. I guess we just get everything, guys. Yeah, this only works if my Strays is missing gear, guys. I need to slow... I can't slow my A-lots down. I need to find a way to get my Strays to cut my A-lots. It would be just so much sexier. Guess we'll just go here. Maybe we get lucky and hit, right? Of course not. Nobody can be defense broken, so I guess we'll just give him the extra hit. Okay, guys. We just need to not get unlucky. Blammo! Did you see all those crits? Wasn't that disgusting? Bye, Ruel. Okay, what's Ruel gonna bring back? Probably Setska? No, probably Ilanov, huh? Okay, we still get to kill the BBK, I think. Ah, Setska. Interesting. Okay, you're dead. And we'll just hit you. Low chance, but let's give it a shot. We got the one. Burn. This guarantees strip. And I don't need the burn here, do I? Alots doesn't have his skill ready yet, so we're just S1 here. And man, I wish I'd held that bomb back for now. No dual attacks for me. Ew, God, that sucks. How's my Ahmed looking? Ahmed's ready, so we can get rid of most of this BS. So we S2. And we S3 into strays. We cleanse the blind. We burn S2. We strip this BS off of Setska. Just S1 here because you're on waters, not on idols. You're blind. I don't want to eat any riposte, so S1 here. We burn S2 because we just get to do that forever. Into the chipper shredder with you. That's how you do it. Slow motion cleave. That's cleave in 2025. God damn, this game's awful. Nobody wants to play RTA right now. They've made such a mess of this meta, guys. It is unpleasant. Sorry, I didn't want to / couldn't. Oh, you can talk to me about it later, Bellcock. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I wish him well in his endeavors. You know who is good against... Man, did I almost misread that out loud. Pen units, ML Ken. Okay. Ken's hard to build, man. But yeah, Candlestick Rule is diabolical. Yes. Yes, it is. People who run Candlestick on Ruel are the worst kind of people. That's why I have actively chosen to put Candlestick on Ruel, because you can't beat him, join him. Yeah, true, man. But down here in the slums where nobody wants to play, it'll be better as we get towards the end of the season. It'll be better too once everybody is kind of over CZN, over the honeymoon period. Not over, but over the honeymoon period, and you know, starts feeling the longing. Yeah, I have a recording of that, Bellcock. I ran strays on creation destruction, had it proc 3 times in a row, It just kept over and over. And after the third time it procced and the guy did like the shocked A. coli face and then the crying face, I just went ahead and yielded. I felt genuinely bad. I yielded and I took the artifact off strays. I'm like, I'll never do that again. It was just disgusting. It's a very memeable artifact. The problem is like, what, 80% of the time it doesn't do a damn thing. Doesn't Baka have create? Yeah, he keeps trying to talk me into it. I think just about every content creator has one somewhere. We all did it and then immediately felt bad about it. Hey guys, we actually have a spot in the guild, so if you are interested in being in Baka 7, shoot me an application DM and I'll send it up to the council for consideration, and we'll see if maybe you can be the next Baka 7 member. 07 car. Let's see, what are we doing? What do we got to do? You know, this is something to talk about, right? Because a lot of new players have joined the game, and this is a guide that I said that I should make because I saw one of the saddest screenshots I've ever seen, where a guy was watching a bunch of streamers, and he went hard as a new player, spent all of his leafs, all of his stamina, all of his reserves, everything he had, going for riposte set. Because he saw riposte is really, really good on like 3 units. So he put everything into riposte set and left nothing. I mean, guy doesn't even have gear, doesn't have anything left over for the other sets. And now is in a state where he's like, who else uses riposte? I put it on these 2 units, and they're like, nobody else uses riposte. So God forbid, you know, the reversal sets, there's only like 2 units that use those reversal sets, maybe 3 if you tilt your head and squint. So I wanted to go over the gear sets real quick as just a new player guide. Welcome to E7. I'm going to tell you what sets you should be farming and what sets you could maybe put off. So I guess we'll do this here. This will be the easiest way to do it. Oh my God, this new overlay leaves a lot to be desired, doesn't it? Is there anywhere I can still see the damn sets? Click sets, clicked, and sets again. Okay. I still don't see all the sets. Okay, sets. Oh, the other sets. This'll do. No, this won't do. This'll do. Holy shit, do we have to dig? I'm not blind. It's a stupid UI. They went from simplicity to bloat. I'll get used to it. It'll be fine. Okay, guys, let's can I please click them? Okay, let's talk about the sets and which ones you should farm and where you should farm them and where you should focus your priority as a new person. Welcome to E7. These are the sets you should farm. By far and away, the most important set. Whether your designs are to be a super fast cleaver or a tank down turn 2 player or a degenerate control player, however you want to play this game, no matter what you want to do, you're going to need speed set. Speed is king. In this game, as in many games of its type, it is the most important set in the game. Even the slowest bruiser player is going to need speed set on several of his support units. So he may not be pushing super high end speed, he's going to need it. So this is your number 1 most important set. You get this set by farming Wyvern, or you can select it as one of your sets farming Rift. I recommend you spend at least 75% of your stamina as a new player, 75% of your stamina into speed set. if you go and take a quick look at my gear, and I arrange everything by just speed sets. Actually, this is probably best to do in Fribbles. Give me a second here. I thought there was a way to do it here. Hang on. Arrange, sets, don't hide. Why is it? It shouldn't be hiding equipped equipment. Why is it hiding equipped? It's hiding locked equipment, isn't it? God damn it, game. I can't even show people how many pieces of speed sets I have because it's always going to hide the equipped. From simplicity to complicated. It's so, yes, right? Right, Bellcock? There was a time where I used to be like, look how many speed sets I've got compared to look how many. Okay. So, of speed sets, as you can see, I've got more speed sets than just about any piece of gear. Hundreds upon hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 pieces of speed sets. It's because it's the most important gear in the game. So that's where you want to spend the bulk of your stamina as a new player, getting that up and running. The second most important piece of gear is for your DPS units. Your speed's going to be predominantly your cleansers and your openers and your support units, the units that are going to initiate your team, take care of your teams, and even some of your DPS are going to want speed set, but you're also going to want to have some lead pipe swinging mofos with destruction set. Now, destruction set you pick up from Banshee, or you can select it as a secondary set in Rift as well. Destruction set, I think if you're spending 75% of your time in Wyvern chasing speed sets, you're spending maybe 20% of your time in Banshee farming destruction. And I am aware that's 95% of your time in those two sets, but that's 95% of your gear as an early player. You'll get a little later game, other sets are going to be more important. That is basically it. As a new player, these two sets are your primary focus until you have got really good seeding of gear across your account and you've got baseline equipment. Almost everybody you build is going to use these two sets. I'll show you. Take a look at my units. Speed set, speed set, speed set. Let's look at let's make this fair and not just look at Soul Weavers, right? Destro set, speed set, speed set. There's an attack set on somebody I don't use. Speed set, speed set. Especially your DPS units, you're going to see a lot of Destro sets out there to build damage units. That's where you want to spend the bulk of your farming. Now, once you get to the point where you've got most of the stuff geared up, you're going to start caring about secondary sets, two-piece sets. These are four-piece sets. You're going to want your two-piece sets. The most important two-piece set in PvP, and I'm talking Guild Wars and I'm talking RTA, and maybe even a little bit of Arena. The most important set is going to be Immunity set. I cannot overstress the importance of Immunity set when you've decided to dip your toe into PvP. You're going to want to have a good amount of this farmed. Again, you can pick it as a third set in Rift, and you farm it in A13 as Macallus 13 to farm this setup. After that, everything else are kind of niche. They're used, but they're not super used. You're going to get crit set organically from farming Wyvern. Eventually, it's going to be your least favorite set. It's going to be your least used set, but early on, crit sets are really, really nice, and you get them while you're farming speed set anyway. Hit sets, sometimes we put an S in front of it. That's how we feel about hit sets, but there are a handful of units who will appreciate really good hit sets, but this is a set that you're going to get it when you farm Wyvern anyway, but maybe only level it if it's really, really good. The stats look really nice. Don't raise your S hit sets up if they're kind of crappy starting stats. Now, when you farm Wyvern, you're going to be, or when you farm Banshee, you're going to be picking up Destro set. The other sets you're going to get from Banshee are Lifesteal set, Counter set, and Resist set. Lifesteal set is only used on a handful of units, and they're very hard to gear. I would not chase lifesteal set early on. You'll get some from climbing in the abyss, and that really will meet all of your lifesteal needs for a long ass time. You'll eventually get certain units that are great with it, and you'll want to farm it. You can precision farm it in Rift by targeting it, or you can, level up some really, much like the hit sets when you're farming Wyvern. While you're farming Banshee, you'll pick up some lifesteal sets, only level if it's really good. Counter set is the same story. There are more units that use counter set than use lifesteal set, and there are more meta units that use counter than use lifesteal set, so don't just trash them. Be happy you get some counter set, but predominantly you're farming for Destro set. And then as a 2-piece set, you're going to get resist set. Resist, hit, and crit are the only 2-piece sets you're going to be getting from your principal farms of Wyvern and Banshee. So resist set is nice, but it's kind of a PvP set. It's not one you're going to care about for a while. If you get really good ones, stuff it in storage, but focus on getting your damage and getting your speed taken care of. Now, once you're ready to dip your toe in PvP and you're off in A13 farming immunity, you're also going to pick up Rage set, which is great for farming PvP even better, and that is it. Sorry, which is great for farming PvE even better, and that's it. Rage has almost no, not even almost, Rage has no PvP usage whatsoever. Somebody shows you a Rage build and says, I use this in RTA, they're doing some professional level meme build. It is not something that anybody realistically uses in RTA. Unity set is a nice 2-piece set. There are a handful of units that is really, really good on, but it's not that big of a deal. And what was the other one that you get from A13? What am I missing? What do you get from A13 other than these three? I thought you got 4 from it. Am I high? Do you not get anything else from A13? Hot damn, it's only the 3. I need more caffeine, guys. So from A13, you're going to get immunity set, rage set, and unity set. The rage set, you keep really, really good rage pieces. You don't care about speed. They're all for damage. And it's nice to have a pile of these that will help you out in PvE events. It'll make you better in Ancient Inheritance. When that rolls around, it'll let you build even faster, stronger clears for your hunts. And that's all nice. But really, the only thing you care about from A13 is immunity set. And then a couple of units will use unity set, but not many. My favorite unity set user who is meta is Mr. Death Dealer Ray. Basically, if you want to know who is good on unity set, look at their S1 skill, and if they have got a super strong, powerful S1 skill, you probably want them on unity set. I also enjoy unity set on I took Fern off of Unity set. I did enjoy Unity set on Fern. Navy Captain Landy is another one that's really good on Unity set. Although she's not used very much, Unity set on her can... Oh, poor Landy. Where'd your gear go? Anyway, Unity set can be good on that. But there's not a lot of units that use it. You're predominantly farming A13 just for the immunity set. And... back to that screen. So not a lot of units use Unity set. It's just kind of a nice meme addition to 1 or 2 units. So really A13 is only for farming immunity set. And everything else you can kind of sell for powder. But like I said, you're only doing this for immunity set when you're ready to dive into the end game. Now that we've covered the 75% of your farming and the 20% of your farming and the 4% of your farming, really, I mean, 4 or 5% of your farming over here, or you can spread it around a little bit, you know, maybe go for some other stuff, maybe test some things out. But once you've got a good baseline of this and you're ready to start refining your builds, there are certain units that need certain sets, right? Afternoon Soak Flan really wants Riposte set. And so does one or two other units that are kind of casually used and are pretty much just as good on counter set, so it's not that big of a deal. And Ruel and Mort really want Reversal set, but both of them are fine on other sets, so it's not that big of a deal. But you can farm those once you've got everything else taken care of and you've got a good baseline of sets down and you're looking to make things better. Protection set is really, really important when you're getting into PvP. Ross on Reversal set, it's a terrible build. I don't know why you would ever put him on that set, but sure, I guess if you want to have a weaker Ross that might... I guess if you've got a banger Reversal set, you can put it on G-Ross. Go for it. I prefer my damage dealers to do damage rather than just cycle their skills off. I think it's not a good set for them, but that I think it's right up there with saying I'm putting Reversal set on Arbiter Vildred so I can draft him into Abyssal Euphine. Like, okay, sure. Mort's not the same. You're not cycling off his skills. You're cycling him into his control skills and ruining the team. All you're doing with Ross is cycling him off of his immunity. He's always going to get his S3 off, and then he dies, comes back to life, and what, S1 something? I don't know, man. I'm not about it, but I think Ross, you want the damage. But you do you. If it's working for you, then go for it. I just don't think it's the best build for him. I just think people are trying to force the set on him because it looks like it was made for him, but I don't know, man. I'm happy that your Ross has 60% less crit damage so that he can come back to life with a push. You do you. Protection set, once you're getting into RTA, is almost as important as immunity set. So though you will need way more immunity sets than you will need protection set, you're probably going to want one or two good protection sets, and that gives you an opportunity to farm Golem. Golem also drops HP, attack, and defense sets. Defense as a secondary set has almost no use. There's one or two units that will be glad to have it, but most of those units would prefer to be on something like penetration set, or immunity set, or torrent set, or immunity set, or resist set, or immunity set. So not a lot will care about defense set, but you'll find one or two places for it. Attack set is the crappier destruction set. There are almost no units that want attack set. It's usually a meme set that we use for specific PvE challenges. You'll get an attack set early on, and it's really nice early on, but you'll probably have nobody that you use heavily that wears this set. It's probably one of the least important sets on this list. Not the least, but one of the least. And then HP set is actually quite good. So from Golem, you've got two good sets, a good 4-piece protection set and a good 2-piece HP set. And both of these sets are for PvP only. When you aren't to the spot where you're ready to dip your toes into Guild War, RTA, that kind of stuff, where you don't really care about arena, you're just enjoying the story, trying to get your hunt teams established, trying to farm the PvE, working your way through the abyss, you don't need to farm Golem. You don't need to farm Azamanic. You're just farming Wyvern and Banshee. Now, once you are into RTA and you're really wanting to push that further, you're wanting to win on your guild wars, you're wanting to make a good arena team, and it's time to start building the serious DPSs, you're going to want to start farming Cades. And Cades is one of the biggest pain in the ass hunts to farm. Thankfully, it's easier now, but from Cades, you can get injury set, torrent set, pen set, and revenge set. Revenge set is used on nobody, and a handful of people will say, no, there's 1 or 2 units that want to run revenge set, and those people are not your friends, and you should never listen to their advice. There are some situations where you can use revenge in a very funny and memey sort of way, but it is not a good set. It is pretty much a useless set. It needs buffed big time. And then we've got injury set. Injury set, people are going to tell you injury set's amazing. You can put injury set on so many units. And then you say, like who? And they'll say, Wobelian, but she's better on speed. Setska, but she's better on counter riposte. Fire Ilanov. Harsetti, except she's just better on triple hit set. Fallen Cecilia, except she really wants speed set. Yeah, it's like you can do it, but you shouldn't. There's a handful of units that are good on it, but they aren't used heavily, or those builds aren't used heavily anymore. Harsetti is probably the closest thing to a legitimate injury set user. Alencia is a great injury set user, except nobody plays Alencia anymore. It's just kind of a set that's fallen out of the meta a little bit. We're out of an injury meta and into an evasion meta. It's sure it'll come back around, but these are the golden boys. Pen set and torrent set. Probably second only to immunity set as a second set. Pen set is the most common 2-piece set for obvious reasons. Now, in a world of anti-pen with Empyrean Ilanov, you're starting to see it a little less, starting to see Torrent more. Torrent's a dangerous set. Torrent gives you a lot more damage, but you're sacrificing health. It's the glass cannon set. You're saying, I want to do more damage, but I'm going to be squishier. So you got to be careful about Torrent sets. And yes, they do stack. You can put multiple Torrent sets on a unit and get triple Torrent set effect. You cannot stack pen set. Pen set's going to give you the penetration 1 time, and 2 pen sets do nothing. So when you're at the point where you're thinking about farming Katie's to go for these 3 sets and be mad that all of your speed rolls are on this set, then you're probably to the point where you're ready to engage fully with PvP. So that's my advice for you. One more time for a quick run over. Early game, first 6 months, 75% of your time here, 20% of your time here, 5% doing other things just for shits and giggles. When you get to the mid game, and mid game to me is you got your hunt teams established, you're able to full auto most of that stuff. Maybe it's not super fast, but it's pretty reliable and you can run it in the background. And now it's time to start exploring deeper. Now it's time to start hitting those hard abyss floors. Now it's time to have a good guild war defense. Now it's time to start caring about my arena climb. At that point in time, you start looking at immunity and pen set and picking up those as much as you can. And then you get to the late game. And the late game is where you're starting to think about RTA. You're starting to think about comps and synergies and going for that frame and getting the skin. That's when you're going to start looking at counter set. You're going to start looking at protection set, and you're going to start looking at some of the secondary sets like HP and maybe some torrent. And then when you get specific units where you see the best in slot, like you pull a Harsetti, well, now it's time to pick up an injury set. You pull an Abyssal Euphine, well, maybe now it's time to pick up a Lifesteal set. But until you get the units that need them, you don't really need to farm them, and hopefully by then you've passively farmed some of that stuff. So hopefully that helps. Oh, and I forgot all about it. I forgot reversal and riposte set. I'm going to link a guide in the description of this video talking about all of the nuns of units that use these sets. But you know, let me just pull that up to pull up a tier list on it. Hang on here. Yeah, so I did a little tier list on who uses riposte and reversal set, and here you go. Now, just to really drive home the nuns of people that use this, Plan is best in slot on her. Fern is not really a real unit. She's not really playable, and a lot of people didn't even pull for her. Kayron is really, really good on riposte, but doesn't need it to be functional. It's good. It's best in slot on him, but you can get by with counter or other sets on him. Setska, it is 5% better than counter set. So yeah, it's technically best in slot, but it's not required. And everyone else is legitimately better on other sets, but it can be used on them. So you got 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 units for your riposte set. Don't spend thousands of stamina farming gear for 3 units when you've got dozens of other units, and especially if you don't even own these units, you're farming riposte for nothing. Reversal set, it is best in slot on Ruel, and it is best in slot on Mort, because of how they work. If you're running Crow on Holy Sacrifice, it's banging awesome on him because he has a built-in Arius in his kit. If you're running Yulha, it is best in slot on Yulha, although you can get by without it on Yulha and you can get by without it on Crow. These units, all of these units are perfectly viable. You can run a speed set on Ruel. You can run a destruction set on Mort. You can run a speed set or a protection set on Crow. You can run a triple HP set or a protection set on Yulha. There's lots of options, and Wretched Rose is a niche unit anyway. You're probably not building her for serious gameplay. And it can be good on Fene, who is not used in any PvP, and it can be good on Ross, but it better be some pipe-swinging, kick-ass reversal gear, because otherwise it's just easier to build him on destruction. So there you go, guys. I am not a huge fan of the new sets, and I think it's a big trap right now that they're being pushed so heavily by a lot of people. It's not that they are bad sets, it's that they are just about as niche as Injury Set and Lifesteal Set. If you think about all of the units in the game that use these 2 sets and you add them up, it's about the same quantity of units that use these 2 sets. Now, the units that use these 4 sets, the units that use these 4 sets want these 4 sets. The units that use these sets, are best with these sets. But the units that use these sets can be run on other sets and still be effective units. So don't lose your mind chasing it. And hopefully that helps give some clarity. And hopefully I don't see any more people saying I'm brand spanking new and I spent every single leaf and stamina I had farming Otherworldly Breach because I saw somebody say these sets were best in slot on some units. That wasn't a lie, but you missed the phrase some, and by some we mean very, very few. Hope that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck farming out there. Take care, Epic 7. So what'd you think, guys? Did I drive it home good enough? Wretched Rose is a weird unit, but she is hot. Fair. Random question, does Light Rose cure injury? She does. Yes, she does indeed. The only thing she doesn't cure is death. What's my can team? My can team? Usually I'm doing Katie's when I'm taking a shit. So that's the team that I play when I'm in the can. What did you mean? Do I have a beginner's guide? I had a couple early on, but it's just, no, not really. One of these days I'll start a brand new account and make a beginner's guide, but that's a, whoo, I don't even have time to play CZN, much less do that. Deity and Sue, I believe. Deity's got some of the better new player guides, and Sue's got a really nice one as well. Mostly I just try to help people out when they ask. New player here, thumbs up for me. Awesome, Caustic. Can team, I meant. God damn it, you said the same thing. Can team. Can CZN team. Spell checker's a motherfucker, isn't it? Oh, god damn, we're laughing about that all day long, Sabu. Oh, shit. Oh, god damn it. That's good. That's good. Hugo and Daisy Duke shorts. I saw that Smogate is releasing a new game on November 7th. I think that is the, I think that's the furry dating simulator game. I wouldn't get too excited about that. Wretched Rose is good for trolling an RTA. Wretched Rose is good for, like, really pissing off. It's not trolling, it's roping. Let's call it what it is. Is the new RNL useless currently? Yes. Currently, it has no use in the game whatsoever, but that could change if Elder Saria is a thief instead of a ranger and she's insane with it, or Sexy Nurse Yulha is a thief and she's insane with it.
Oh, oh, oh.
What the fuck, Tenabe? Let's see your set totals. Oh, okay, we can do that. We can do that. I didn't think about doing it that way. Let's see. Heroes here, build. Okay, so if we, oh look, we can do it here. So god, this would have been so good to have in the video. Now you tell me. Look at weapons, right? 31 speed weapons and 17 destro weapons. Actually, I have a freakish amount of counter weapons and torrent weapons. Helmets. Again, speed is king. I don't have anything else that I have more of than speed, immunity, counter, destro. Here's the thing for everyone, like, why when you said counter isn't that big of a deal? Counter isn't a big deal right now. Not like it was. We're in an evasion meta now. A couple seasons ago, we were in a counter meta. So counter was very important. Immunity, speed. Wow. I need to make more destro armor, guys. This can't be right. There's more than 7. This can't be right. 7. What the fuck's going on with this game? That's 7 pieces that aren't geared, right? Stupid game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only again, it's only I'm not hiding equipment. It should show me how many I have. I hate that I have to use third-party software to do something that used to be in the game. Ribbles. Gear. Let's look just at speed sets. Of my 2,660 pieces of gear, speed set makes up 708 of them. I have 780 speed sets. I've got 245 destro sets. I've got 208 counter sets. I have got 189 immunity sets. I've got 183 pen sets. 131 torrent sets, 131 lifesteal, 57 prot sets, 51 attack sets, 74 rage, 9 revenge sets, 43 immunity, 47 reversal, 50 riposte, 167 crit. You notice none of these numbers crests 200. The only number that crests 200 is immunity comes close at 189. Destro crests 200 at 245. And then one more time for the people who missed it, speed set 708. That's how important speed is. 3 times any other gear. 4 or 5 times most gear. That's why we all say one of the most important things to get done is a Wyvern team and start farming your speed sets. It is used on everybody. Does Fribbles work for Windows 11? I am currently on Windows 11. Fribbles works. I haven't been able to get it to work since I changed to it. Keep saying to check Python and the other thing. You might just need to do a fresh, clean, full ass install. Just uninstall npcap and Python, and then uninstall Fribbles, and then follow the steps and go through it. If you Google Tristen Wulf Fribbles, there's a step-by-step install guide, and I am installing it on a Windows 11 computer in that video. Do I consider myself a whale? And is Revenge Set even good for anyone? I did hear of a funny, I mean, Revenge Set's usually for funny shit, right? I've seen a Revenge Set Dark Corvus, very clever. I have seen Revenge Set Ruels. I've seen Revenge Set Krauls. I think it's objectively worse than other sets, but you can do some neat things on it. We had somebody saying he wanted to run Lady of the Scales and put Revenge Set on Fern to watch her zoom around, and I got to admit, a 700 speed Fern sounds hilarious, but if she doesn't kill everything while she's zooming, she's just gonna die horribly. I don't think it's gonna work out the way he thinks it is, but that was a fun thing. It's usually people coming up with stuff like that, right? And do I consider myself a whale? No. I consider myself a responsible dolphin. And I'm a responsible dolphin. I'm what a lot of people would consider a whale because I spend probably $200 to $300 a month on Epic 7 and $500 to $600 a month on Raid Shadow Legends, and usually another $50 to $60 a month on other games. But I only spend that much on games because I kind of make that back with the content I make. Back when I wasn't making content, when I wasn't
Tens,
like
ass,
earning
tens,
anything.
Tens, midriff, tens, tummy, tens, curvy waist, tens, beautiful face, tens,
All
feet, tens, back,
right.
tens, soft hands touching. Den.
Damn, Tenabe. But I don't spend more than I make from the games. Let me put it that way, right? I try to keep it a net positive. So I feel like I'm just a dolphin because I you know, if I only make $300 on E7 because it's a shit month, I'm not going to spend more than $300 on the game. If I make $500, then maybe I spend $200-300. I reinvest it in the game so I can make more content. But that's kind of how I play it. So it's a responsible dolphin, and it's more like reinvesting, and content creators will do that. Most of us don't talk about it because nobody likes to talk about money. It's not good content. But back when I was making nothing on the game, when I was just playing because I was enjoying it, I usually set myself a $150 budget, and I would let myself borrow 1 month in advance. So like if there was something insanely good, I'd spend $300, but then I wouldn't spend the next month, period, end of story. And I was a hard ass about it. And there's many times I was tempted, but pick a budget and stick to it. If you can't stick to a budget, you should not be playing or spending in gacha games. And that's as real as I can get it for you guys. But no, I have seen some whales. You guys, some people are like, I don't know, it sounds like kind of a whale to me. I've seen 6-digit accounts. I've seen people who every single month buy everything they can in the shop. Every single month. Yeah, it's a good one, Joe. And he is not the biggest. Brother Spone spent $250,000 in 1 year to build his account so that he could win World Cup. $250,000 in 1 year. And that was just that one account. He had multiples. So yeah. There are people that money means different things, right? Elon Musk decides to start playing E7 and he spends $10,000 a week. Do you think that's like us spending $5 a week? Money means different things to different people. So, yeah. I think if you are spending as much as you can, you're a whale in your own right. If you're like, I'm scraping it together, but this is all of the fun money I have for this month, and this is where I want to have fun. So I'm spending all of my fun money on Epic 7 this month because that's where I have my fun, and it's only $100, but it's all of my fun. Well, then you're whaling. You're spending all of your fun money. Go for it. You're somebody that makes $10,000 an hour and you're going to spend $100 on the game. That's not whaling for you. That's a tip you give to the guy. That's a tip you give to the guy who parked your car for you if you're that kind of rich. But yeah, man, you want to see some freaking Leviathans? Go play Raid Shadow Legends. Holy crap, the kind of money I see thrown around in that game makes this look like small potatoes. But yeah. When I first started spending in E7, I used to call myself a sardine. It's like, I'm not even a dolphin, I'm a sardine. You know what a sardine is, right? A very, very small fish who's very freaking salty. Don't get all hooked up in titles, man. Spend the money where you want to spend it. If you've got it to spend it, don't let anybody guilt you about spending money in this game. This is how you have fun and it brings you pleasure. You enjoy the dopamine hit. It gives you camaraderie and something to talk about with your guild. How is it different than going out with your buddies to the bar and spend a couple $100s on drinks? How is it different than taking your friends out to dinner and buying a round for the house? How is it different than buying a... Shit, I mean, just about anything, right? There's no... Yeah, it's like, yeah, you got no assets to show for it. You buy a pack of smokes because you enjoy smoking. You go out and gamble at the local casino because you enjoy gambling. You go on a sightseeing tour because you want to see the city and have some fun. You decide to go to the beach for a weekend and go surfing and come home. You still got nothing physical. You still got nothing but memories, dopamine, adrenaline, and fun, and time spent with your friends. And it's the exact same goddamn thing if you're spending money on Epic 7 and you're getting that out of it. Don't let anybody give you shit for spending money that you have to spend on something that's fun. Oh, you're wasting your money. You're spending money on ones and zeros. No, I'm spending money on pleasure and enjoyment. And if you have extra money, once your basic needs are taken care of, once your now and your tomorrow are all taken care of, anything that's left over is your for fun money. Nobody lays on their deathbed saying, I wish I had spent less money so that I could have more money now that I'm dead. So yeah, thanks, Wulf. You convinced me to spend my life savings on Epic 7. Okay, I got another one for you, Netmarble guy. Send the PayPal. Okay, we're good. But for real, it is gambling adjacent, right? It's not true gambling because there is a cost, right? There is a line. You spend this much money and you will get the thing you're chasing. Unlike gambling, where there's always a chance you will just never get the thing you're chasing, and that's what makes gambling so insidious. There's sunken cost fallacy in both, but in this one, eventually there is a pity. Eventually there is a payoff, and it's less. The gamble isn't, will I get the thing? The gamble is, how much money do I have to spend to get the thing? And, Hitsu got it in $10, but BB's got it in $50, and Josh got it in $500, but they still all got it. It just costs different. Whereas gambling, you keep hitting and hitting and hitting, and you may never hit. And that's why people put their heads in ovens and jump out windows because of gambling. And yeah, gaming can be an addiction too, and gaming can damage lives, and that's why there should be laws and regulations about it, but you can't really say it's the same as gambling. You can say it's similar to, and it's gambling adjacent. And that's legalized gambling for kids. And we've all heard the stories, but you can't really compare it to gambling. Gambling is a whole ass other level of dangerous. But if you are really bad at getting caught up in gotcha games, you're really bad about getting hooked up into it, maybe never gamble. Okay? Just don't do it. Maybe never gamble. Genshin used to not have pity. Yeah. Anyway, it's enough talking about that. I think I'll tell you how to spend your money. Just don't be stupid about it. Sponsored by Smilegate. There you go. I consider doing gotcha gambling, especially when you're not... I consider doing gotcha gambling, especially when you're not doing it on a banner. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you want to call it gambling, that's fine. But it's like saying, you know, marijuana's a drug and cocaine's a drug. It's like they're kind of in different leagues, right? If you're going to say they're both gambling, that's fine. But one kills people, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm done with this topic. Give me another one. Is it Guild War time yet? 5 minutes. Futurama. I have a shirt with a medieval knight in it in full armor. It says, "Bite my shiny metal ass" in Latin around the scrolling of his banner. I've only met one person who could read the banner, start cracking up. Tristen, I have 2 plus 15 free run artifacts, and I want to limit break one of them. Do I get extra enhanced XP from the other plus? You do, but keep 2 of them. Just use bottles of knowledge. It would be better. I mean, just use bottles of knowledge. You can pick them up from events. You can go to the shop and buy one from the powder shop. I know it's going to take a while. You'll get enhanced XP. It'll still only go to plus 18, but it'll probably go straight to like level 17 instead of level 15.1. But God, that is a terrible, terrible crime because the free run event is never coming back. We're probably never going to see that unit again. We're probably never going to see that artifact again. And all it's going to take is for a mage to come out where this artifact is best in slot on it, and you're going to feel so bad that you ditched your only other copy of Mirrored Lotus Ring. So please keep 2 of them. Even if the second one is not on anybody, like mine currently is. Just use bottles and level it slowly over time. But yes, to answer your question, it would probably go from level 15 to 16, but it would still only fill in one of these dashes when you synced them. I spent all my bottles on Holy Sack and Lotus. On Lotus? Oh, on Lotus, right. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. You said Lotus and my brain immediately went to Fern's garbage artifact. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I got 2 of my Holy Sacks done, and I try to save my bottles for limited artifacts. Freerin or Lorena? Freerin or Lorena? What are you talking about, Robert? I'm just an eel in Epic 7. Hey, we all have our moments, right? We all have our moments where we lose the plot and we go nuts because the unit looks like the girl we had a crush on in high school, or is just so important to the way we want to play that we got to go nuts on it, and then we scrimp and save for several months. It's not, nobody's proud of it, but everybody does it. It happens. You can wail on a unit without being a whale. Just be really careful about that. That way lies madness. It's a very dangerous road to go down. Dude, I'm right there with you. Look how many damn free runs I got. This free run is triple S. And this free run is A. And this free run is still in my damn storage. And I got 1 artifact that entire time. 1. The only reason I have 2 is I bought the second one from the powder shop, and all of these levels in that artifact, all of those came from bottles. So yeah, it was a thirsty frickin' time over here in Wolfland for this artifact. I mean, I ain't complain, right? I'm really happy to have those multiple free runs, but it was pretty awful. I swear the rates on our artifacts had to be turned way the hell down, right? Way the hell down. Ugh. Speaking of things to get from the powder shop, don't chase this garbage, guys. This is high-end bait to rip all your bookmarks away, so that Elder Saria can drop and be insane, and right behind her, Race Car Cigarette can drop and be limited. And then we're into December, and we're going to release the December limited unit. Because remember, there's never been a December without a limited unit. We can only hope that it's Race Car Cigarette, but it may be somebody else. It's going to be a brutal time on your bookmarks, guys. Also, be very aware that... did anybody else put 2 and 2 together with this? Did anybody else notice this, or is it just me? Oops. Wrong button. What do these EEs have in common? Anybody notice what these 2 EEs have in common? Will Setsuka Banner ever rerun? Yes, it most certainly will. She's not limited. Cooldown? Nope. Ensueti gets it. Ensueti gets it. They are limited. They're limited artifact or limited exclusive equipment for limited units that you have no way to get in this game. Now, why would they give you exclusive equipment for units that you have no way to get in this game? God damn it, Cecilia bot. How far back was it since we had a custom group summon? Oops, I'm in the wrong area. Wrong. Thief class summon. Custom group summon, but it was just for summer units. That doesn't count. Class summon, night summon. Custom triple RGB summon. We haven't had one since March, and they happen every 9 months. When is 9 months from March? When is 9 months from March? Hang on. 9 months from March. Well, goddamn, that's right in the middle of December now, isn't it? So, yeah, guys, be aware that we're probably going to get a custom group summon where you can select any of the limited heroes that have been on banner more than once, including these 2. So you're going to have Elder Saria coming for your bookmarks. You're going to have a limited Cigarette coming for your bookmarks. You are very, very likely going to have a custom group summon where you can literally select whatever 3 units you want. You can get your Ahmed. You can pick up another Flan. You can go ahead and pick up Lulakar and Laya. All of that stuff, plus all the normal RGB units. You can go ahead and finally get that Janua you've been thirsting for, or now Mort's going to be yours, whatever. That's coming too. I'm telling you guys, 4th quarter is always insane for coming after your bookmarks. And if you spend your bookmarks on this, I hope you don't mind swiping, because you're going to have some regrets. Because this artifact is just plain bad. Anybody that says, oh no, this artifact's actually good on XYZ, nah, it can be used there, but this artifact isn't good on anybody currently in the game. Now, it could be good on a unit, and it very likely will be good on one of the future units that are coming out soon. That's how Smogate does this, right? It's very likely to be good. Maybe Elder Saria will be a thief, and this will be best in slot, and I'll be eating crow. Maybe Race Car Cigarette will be a thief, and this will be incredibly important for her. Maybe your ML sexy nurse Yulha is a thief, which would be weird, and this artifact makes her that much more broken. Who knows? Possible. Maybe that's the case, but if you're like me and you don't have a lot of bookmarks left and you're worried about the limited future things that are coming at us, I think maybe you just hold back on this, and at best you do what I did and say, you know what? This is the whole reason we save up powder and don't spend powder willy-nilly, so that you can go to the Powder of Knowledge shop and pick yourself up one, so that if by chance it is insane, you can use Bottles of Knowledge to level it up later. That's just my advice to you. Now, if you already went ham on it and you already pulled it, you got this. When somebody is released that this artifact is insane on, you get to rub my nose in it and be like, ha, I got a couple of these, Tristen. What you think now? I'm like, yeah, you know what? You were right, Nostradamus. But my crystal ball's in the shop, and I'm a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. And right now, what I got in my hand is knowing that December and November are the months of limited, and we have got at least 3 to 5 limited units that are going to be released in the next 3 months. Bank on it. So make sure you got enough to pull for those, and don't go spraying and praying your bookmarks all over the place with all that heading our way. Sexy Nurse Yulha. Yep. The second sexiest nurse in Epic 7. You know the sexiest nurse in E7 is, right? Sexy Nurse Enot. Woo! Good luck sleeping tonight. All right, guys, let's go do some Guild Wars. Why do I have this? See, Anya's over there like complaining. We all know he's sitting there going, wood. Why do I have crown beside my name? Oh, I think the crown with the number 1, number 2, number 3 is the people who have talked the most in chat. I think that's what it is. So, because you've yapped the most. I think it lets me know who my number 1, number 2, and number 3 chatters are. Wait, Guild, yeah, they changed it, Frost. They changed it so that there's no longer Guild Wars over top of maintenance. They have it now so that Guild Wars ends when maintenance starts, so that nobody has to be like, oh, I missed Guild Wars and now the game's in maintenance. I sure hope maintenance ends early so I can get my fights in. So they kind of did it that way. And that's nice, but it also feels like Guild Wars is every single day if you're here in the USA, because it just is weird the time frame it's in, but it does make more sense. They did it primarily because they merged all the servers. Like, see, we're fighting a guild that's from the Asia server. Ugh, and I hate their name. Let's see. Are they a dead guild? Show me dead guild. Those are real defenses with modern units. Unfortunate. I was hoping I could use the quick battle feature. All right, who are we going to go to work on? I guess we can go to work on this tower too. Okay, we strays cleave the bottom one. Easy enough. Use the slow ROM. And what do we do about the top one? Ugh, God. So probably Bryceria. Actually, we could Luna, Bry, and who? Bry would blow this up. Angelo, what's up? Is it like that all the way through? Yeah. Outrageous. Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll return it. I'm sorry. We'll get some tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna Bry. We're gonna. Oh wait, what are we saying here? LPK assassinates Setsuka. BBK with Blue Hua, too inconsistent, and my Blue Hua artifact's not maxed. Sinful Angelica, Lady. Oh, I like Sinji. That's a good one. Sinful Angelica. We'll use our own Scaly. And LPK. Will my LPK be enough to assassinate the Setsuka, do you think? Ah, screw it. We'll try it. It's preseason. Who cares? Do this. Yeah, I know. I forgot to put the Blue Hua already on her. It's okay. It is what it is. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. It's fine. Totally not fine, but it's fine. Okay, just be dead. Pop, pop, pop. Oh my God, she lived because my LPK is trash. Speed buff, and then we'll cut. It'll be fine. Please. Please don't dodge. Yes. God damn it, she shook it off. She shook it off. Ow. Well, this was a great idea. It's okay. We'll be fine. Candlestick. Wait, is she wearing candle? She better be wearing candlestick. Thank God. Okay. Be afraid. Fucking hell. Oh my God, guys, this is awful. If I don't kill here, the fight's over. Okay, at least there's that. Be afraid. Fight's over. That sucks. I don't know. I think we could have gone with a different team. I never trust LPK to kill anything. I don't think the unit's got an... I think she needs a buff to her damage. She just does not do enough damage to make things happen. What's that, Volcanics? How do you have a negative 133 Havoc? What the deuce? Okay, do not go. Well, I guess it doesn't matter who you go into. I've got Ahmed's skill nulls. Blammo! Ooh, proof of valor on that boss Arunca. That's kind of scary, not really. Burn. That was fun. Let's do it again. Good job, Smogate, on negative points. Cannot escape my sword and all that. 93,000 damage. The first team was a good idea. I didn't have the gear to pull it off, unfortunately. That was a much better idea. Holy shit, that was a good idea. Should have waited and seen what Dub did. All right, let's go somewhere else. Guess we're fighting this one. May I get thoughts on this Tenebria? Needs an opinion. Don't you get me kicked off YouTube, Tenebrae. Okay. I think that's a cute artifact. I think that's one of the cuter versions of one of the most evil women in the game. Let's see. We'll just cleave this one too, and we will do it with, actually, yeah, let's do it with Vildred. That should give us the speed we need. Vildred, where are you? There you are. And this is the team we just fought. Let's just use Dub's. Oops. Let's just use Dub's team. He used the Great Mortelix. Miss, you aren't doing any damage to me. Wait, which one is this? Oh. Not that one. This one. Yes, this one will work. Ilyanov. And Balsarunka. Not that Balsarunka. That Balsarunka. Dude, Mori not winning. I didn't vote on Mori, so we're good. I'm glad I voted Mori. You guys think they maybe overtuned Genesis Ross just a titch? You know, maybe they turned the dial up to 11 when they should have stopped at 7? Injury? Who's doing injury on me? I full pointed Palladia. Awesome, man. You're going to make like 1% of your money back. Wasn't Palladia like a 1.1 ratio? Injury Genesis Ross. That's wild. I was thinking injury Setska, but injury Ross would be crazy. Guess I should have saved that S2. Awkward. Procs on a miss. Pop. Just keep working her over because she's on a set, though. I think she's on Riposte set. Not quite yet. Not ready to give him the big step yet. Yes, some people do run both. I fully enjoy my injury Setska, especially into tanky comps. Mac. Pop. Why injury Ross? I don't think it is. It is a Guardian Ice Crystal on Lady of the Scale, so he's got objectively her worst artifact, so that's kind of nice. Is Fene good for PvP? In tournament mode, she can be a really nice pick, but for just climbing ladder, not really. She's 99% a PvE unit. Get stepped on by a dragon. Bye, Setsuka. Aren't you glad you had that Guardian Ice Crystal on that unit? Isn't that doing great things for you? Useless artifact for that unit. I'll never stop shitting on Guardian Ice Crystal on Lady of the Scales. I think it is a big-time bad move to have that artifact on her. There's like a dozen better artifacts. All it does is let her survive a little bit longer when you're doing 1v3s like this. And only a little bit. I got everybody except for ML Aria, who hopefully I'll get from the headhunt when they announce it. If you're running aggressively, you put book, or not book, but mage's book, right? Spotted Mouse hair tie, or Soul Weaver's book, Spotted Mouse hair tie, or Bird's Eye, if you're running her aggressively. And if you're running her defensively, I would put her on any kind of legitimate healing artifact, like what's the new one that just got buffed? Unfading Memories, or Shamadra Staff. I think both of those are significantly better on her than Guardian Ice Crystal. Guardian Ice Crystal is such an important artifact. I think you would want to put it on units where it matters instead of putting it on her where it doesn't matter. But it all depends on how you're going to play her. Is she just running defensively or is she running aggressively? I usually run Setsuka with units like I'm sorry, I usually run Lady of Scales with units like Freerin, so I like the soul artifact on her. Is your video about eulogy for a saint farming gold charm still viable? Correct, it is. I need to reshoot that video to kind of include information about the otherworldly hunts and how they compare in, but it is still the best charm farm out there. It's just slower, right? 8 stamina per run versus 20 stamina per run. It's going to feel like you're making gold faster. It's going to feel like you're making money faster farming the higher stages, but it's just because you're blitzing through stamina a lot quicker. If you're looking at gold per stamina, charms per stamina, it's still the way to go. But being able to quick battle adventure, that feels pretty good too. Okay, who are we going through here? Yeah, the nice thing about Eulogy is it's very free to play friendly, right? Like a brand new player can one-shot that stuff with Free Spirit Tierra and then just power friendship level units and get golden charms out the wazoo. It's so nice. But you don't want to like neglect adventure, because if you don't have enough AP, then you can't catalyst out. It's one of the things I tried to drive home in that video is there's not one place to farm. You know, it's like saying, what's the best food to eat? People have their favorite foods, but you got to have a little bit of everything or you die of malnutrition. Okay. Ooh, Maid Chloe. So Strays kills everything. Ahmed pushes them up. And if I use Bellion to stop the souls, do I have enough juice? She'll die on the first hit, and then his S2 will kill this off. Yeah, I think I can just cleave this, guys. I don't think we have any fear on this. And then down here, ooh, Flan, eh? Is account trade allowed in Epic 7? It's technically against the terms of service, and as long as you don't like advertise it or brag about it or send Smogate an email saying, hey, I just bought/traded this account with this guy, can you move it to my email? Nobody cares. It's like saying, is marijuana legal? Federally, it's crime, but the state's not going to prosecute you as long as you don't make a big deal out of it. So it's kind of like that, right? Is jaywalking illegal? Right? Is jaywalking illegal? Is anybody going to arrest you for jaywalking? Pretty fucking unlikely unless you're an asshole about it. So yeah. The official content creator of Epic 7 answer is no. Don't do it. You're breaking the terms of service and you're risking your account by doing it. Unofficially, they've never banned anybody for it, so if you want to go and break the rules, you just take on the liability. If you want to drive 56 in a 55 zone, don't bitch when you get a ticket. You knew you were breaking the rules. Chances of you getting pulled over for it, pretty fucking slim, but never zero. What do I think of the Lia's EE? I'm not sure it's going to be enough to make her catch up to how good Queric is right now, but maybe in some comps it'll be good. It's going to cycle her skill really, really fast. She'll throw the guitar a lot faster, but in a world of evasion and anti-pen, I'm not sure it's going to do enough to bring her back. I got the Lia EE tech to make her work against Lionheart. If you use the dual one, put Lia in the back, she never duels. Okay, so what do we do here? Speaking of Lionheart, is it crazy to do something like this? Is this dumb, Joe? Tell me this is dumb. Is this dumb? Do I think there'll be a Setsuka nerf? No. Will they make a unit that hard counters her? No. They'll make several units that soft counter her and you gotta pull all of them. The bottom team. The top team's fine. The bottom team. Is the bottom team dumb? It's preseason, so just go. You've got a damn fine point. Not really, no. Oh, thanks, Joe, thanks. Looks fine. Yeah, looks fine, guys. They only nerf 5-star banner units when the unit's existence is costing them money. They've only done it once since 2019, and that was Harsetti. And that's because they were able to measurably see that people were just not pulling on any banners because of Harsetti, or because of Harsetti shit, because of Hua Young. So they nerfed Hua Young. Because they were legitimately measurably be able to see that this unit's existence was making people not spend on the game. So they eventually, after a year of trying, they nerfed her. We ain't there with Setsuka. We ain't even close to there with Setsuka. I do think they should have nerfed Harsetti. I think they let that carry on too long. I made. God damn, Stray's cleaving is so good. Oh, it's definitely more complicated, but here's the thing. Harsetti's existence didn't keep people from pulling new units. Nobody said, why should I bother pulling this? Harsetti just kills it. And that's what people said about every single unit that came out while Hua Young was in the meta. Yeah, Harsetti was just a chance to sell more units, right? Blammo! Every time a something that even smelled like it would counter Harsetti came out, people pulled on it. She actually made them money. Yeah, anybody that's like, I think Red Hall would be fine now, or Red Hall would be a problem anymore, they have very, very short memories. And maybe I should have put somebody that wasn't Bossarunka in the front of this, like freaking Elvira. There we go. Incoming! Yeah, I love Red Hua, but she did not belong in this game. Cure All Magic Wand. Man, people put the worst artifacts on these units. Lembo. Pop. Yeah, I think if I'd run Flan up front, this would have been cake. Why didn't I run somebody that turns her bullshit off? Dude, we got video footage of Red Hua one-shotting Banshee on a miss. That was some shit right there. Ow. Ow. It's far from over. I don't know that we can outlast this this Ross, guys. Shit. It's fine. This is fine. He hasn't folded us in half. It's over once he folds us in half, though. That's it. We just got folded in half. Rip. Oh, well. I mean, we're destroying. This is a dead guild anyway with a shit name. Creation and Destruction Lionheart wins that. W take, Joe. No, I haven't built an Ocean Breeze Lulica team because I'm not. I think Ocean Breeze Lulica is just another way for them to try to stamp on Ahmed Cleave. It gives anti-Ahmed Cleave another tool, and they already have plenty of tools to stop Ahmed Cleave. People that lose to Ahmed Cleave just didn't see it coming, or it happened so fast they forgot their tools because they don't expect it. Whatever's the verdict on whether the Astrium Pass is worth it, I think it's shit, and you should not get it. I think there was a time when Epic Passes were the best things ever, but I think 1,900 Skystones, 1,900 Skystones to get one piece of custom gear and hope that it doesn't roll well, or hope that it doesn't roll bad. I've seen a lot of people post their Astrium gear, and man, I think you could take those 1,900 Skystones, convert them straight into stamina, and farm gear and get every bit as good, if not better, gear. It's too much. It's too much, and it is yet again another way to try to drain Skystones, because draining Skystones means no longer able to refresh the secret shop, which is how you get bookmarks. And remember, we don't want us to have bookmarks, because having bookmarks, even this, like, oh, look, bookmark refunds. It's totally worth it. You get bookmark refunds. How can you not pull on it? These are all traps to drain your bookmarks, to drain your Skystones, which is how you get bookmarks, so that when the end of November hits and we're staring down the barrel of a custom group summon, a Young Senya rerun, a race car cigarette, all that shit happening all in a 45-day period, you're looking at all of that, you're going to go, well, I sure am glad Smilegate came out with Black Friday packs so I can buy some bookmarks, because I blew all my bookmarks and Skystones on trash. Cigarette, that's right. Race car cigarette. So yeah. I mean, it's a gotcha game, right? Everything's bait. That's the basic rules of it. Everything's bait, but this is such obvious bait. There's so much bait that I think people are missing that it's bait. So be careful about it. Wukong or Elvira on selector. Do you have Lady of the Scales? Not Lady of the Scales. Yeah, Lady of the Scales. If you have Scaly, then it's Elvira. If you don't have Scaly, then it's whichever one you like better. I think you'll get more use out of Elvira, but she is so instrumental. Wukong is more of an anti-strays unit. He doesn't have a lot of uses in the game. Whereas Elvira is going to be future-proof because she shuts off Fighting Spirit. Yeah, I'm talking myself into Elvira between those two. But Wukong, you know, there are some people out there that built some good PvP Wukongs and make headway with them. I've lost to a well-built Wukong in RTA. He's a sleeper unit that people don't expect to do the things he does. But if you got Lady of the Scales, you can pick up Elvira and then just do shit like this. Meta defense, look out. Points. So that can make life a little bit easier. But without Lady of the Scales, I think Elvira's value is down quite a bit. Ruel, Scales, Handguy, or LRK on the headhunt. Okay, first, Scales will not be on the headhunt, so you can eliminate her. She won't be available. Last Rider Crow, not so good. It's either Handguy or Ruel, and it depends on how you want to play. I think Handguy is more future-proof, but right now Ruel is better. So it's a tough call. I never play Ruel in RTA because that's not how I play. I do play Handguy once in a while. I shouldn't say never. I almost never play Ruel, right? She's very rarely picked by me. So that would be my advice to you, is I would go for either Ruel or Handguy, play style dependent. Yo, speak of the devil. You guys want to control this team? Oh, can we control it though? Can we control it with this asshole? And Maid reducing the pop damage. Ah, fuck it. We'll just cleave it. It's been a while since we gotten an edgelord cleave. Except holy crap, I just quick battled a cleave. That shouldn't have worked. How did that work? Vildred did it all. Wait, 3 kills? Who killed the 4th one? Did this go so long Arena Lightning took somebody out? Oh, you know what it was? Crow died to Arius damage. Hey, Blind Rage, thank you for the sub. Yeah, check out how Arius damage kills somebody here. Or not there. Oh, that's right, Vildred. Vildred has to do the damage and then Arius murders somebody. See that? And then this CR pushes Vildred up ahead of Bossarunka. Nope, Bossarunka gets her shit off, and so does Ilanov. And she'll go into she'll kill Ahmed. That's fine. Okay, Vildred, show me what you got. Oh my God, look at him go. What a Chad Vildred is, man. Best Vildred world. This can't kill. But yeah, I think probably the Ilanov or maybe the LRK, it was the Arius damage that did the actual kill, not Vildred himself. Oh, Vildred? My Vildred's a terror. I usually am running him with Ahmed, so that's this plus his passive is plenty of speed to get his turn off, as long as Strays kills something. A lot of people build him fast, but the way I play him, I don't need him to be fast to clean up. And this artifact, man, this artifact's the tits on him. It's really, really nice. This combined with the torrent set, very, very, very nice damage. Can't control this, and you can't control anything with Setska on it. Ugh, all these are boring. This is boring. You're boring me. Ugh. Low win rate. Let's go for it, though. Because I don't want to fight any of these teams legitimately. And we kind of expected it. It's close, though. Only Setska lived. Current Arena meta stale. It's just use these two teams in quick battle, and you win half, you lose. You know, we win a little bit more than half, so it's enough to stay in, you know, champ to emp range. But yeah, it used to be fun. Just use the Bellion version of Freerins on the team. How do you deal with the 300 speed Scaleon Arena? Same way that I'm dealing with her here. I mean, I use these teams on all of these teams. And they got about a 75-80% win rate. The free run ones are the easier ones, at least. So I always try to hunt those. And I try to avoid the Harsetti ones that are a little bit more loaded with RNG. And every once in a while, you'll get a treat. Every once in a while, you'll find that one Chad who is not running Lady of the Scales and is not running, or Setska, and is, ooh. Man, all of these suck. I never fight her. She ruins my quick battle teams. And I don't like fighting Mort because fear can really screw things up. So we're stuck with this one. She is an HP scaler. She is an HP scaler. She is an HP scaler. So for this one, we're going to run the injury Harsetti. Yep, or injury Setska. So this should be fine. Little risky, though. I don't like going into Harsetti's. Too much RNG with her on the team, especially if it's an effective. Never mind. We just win. And nope. Nope. Oh, never mind. We got an easy one. Should Chatty be plus 30? I think so. If you want to get two of them, have a plus 15 and a plus 27, but I don't think the plus 15 is enough to matter. I think you just get a plus 31. So bored with this team. They're all the same. It's not fun if all you do is just quick battle and go, well, I hope I win the 60, 70, 31. I got another one. Oh, I guess that's it. Out of flags. Ooh. We're close to boots, though. Let's do another set and go get our boots so we can have something fun to roll. not fighting her. Bossarunka's a little scary. Or Bossarunka, friggin' Hot Topic Hua Young's a little scary, so let's do the bottom one. Use. Oh shit! I bought that and I'm out of quick battles. Ah! This is the worst part. You're stuck watching the fight now. Blammo. What unit do I want to get the ML treatment that doesn't have one yet? Death Metal Tamarin. Death Metal Tamarin or Pirate Captain Samurai Mort. Those would be good. I'd like that. We need a good Mui. Yeah, you know what? I'd be down for a Mui. Come on, proc. Holy crap. Unfortunate timing on that. Holy how? How much HP does that Setsuka have? Did you guys catch how much HP that Setsuka had? Because that was a 30k HP Yulha. She should, or 30k HP Elvira. She should not have been stripped. I need to see the Setsuka before we yield this fight. I never procced Reflect. That's wild. I'm gonna have to go watch it in the. I'm gonna have to go see it in the battle log. No, 27k couldn't have stripped my my Elvira, so she definitely had more than 27k. Shit, I can't go back and look at the battle. She had, yeah, she had to have more than 29,620 in order to strip me. That or she had way fucking more than 174 effectiveness. Or she could have had enough effectiveness that she just stripped me because of her effectiveness. Maybe it was like 150 effectiveness Setsuka. Those are weird, though. You usually don't see that. You usually don't see people put any effectiveness on her. They just rely on the ignore ER one, right? Oh, well. Let's find people we can fight quickly. Nope, nope, and nope. Oh, wait. This one isn't so bad. This one shouldn't be so bad. 30k Setsuka isn't abnormal. Yes, it is. Down here in Champ 4, Champ 2, wherever I am, it's pretty fucking abnormal. That's like a high Emperor, low legend tier Setsuka. They exist. I'm not saying they're unusual. It was 27k. She must have had effectiveness. Wild. $27,375. Okay, she must have just had a shit ton of effectiveness. Our high HP Setsuka's good. if her HP is higher than the target's HP, then her S3 ignores effect resistance. So yeah. Yeah, plus she's an HP scaler on her big damage hits. So the more HP you have on her, the like if that one... Normally, that's why I have Elvira on such high HP, so Setsuka's can't strip the immortality and bypass Lady of the Scales. Maybe injury brought down... Nope, she didn't take any injury hits. She was at full 100% health. Nice hit through evasion. Good job. Nice hit through evasion again. Good job. Keep pecking away at you. Just keep hitting you. Oh, goddamn, Lich, you're right. Renok dropped her HP down. Oh, man, I feel dumb now. Very good point. Cure all magic wand. Why are people putting the stupid artifact on? A machine gun, are you still here? Can you tell me why people are running the stupid artifact on Setsuka? Because I'm seeing it so often and it's such a bad artifact for her. I don't get it. They're either running Guardian Ice Crystal or Cure All Magic Wand, you know, free Guardian Ice Crystal. Like, why are they running an artifact that's just so objectively bad on her and so important on other Soul Weavers? It's a dumb tech. I agree, Joe. It's like, yay, I healed 1200 HP and then I took 6000 HP because it always heals the front row unit. Yeah, if you're playing aggressively, Books Bay better, but if you're playing defensively, Shamadra's Staff's better. Unfading Memories is significantly better. I don't know. I just don't understand a thing. Kick, kick. Kick, kick, kick. My Scales is always banned. If I'm first pick, I let her through so I can pick her. If I'm second pick, I always ban her. Oh yeah, Lulika's artifact, even that's better. Blammo. Dodge. Get hit. Get dead. Everybody get dead. Lick that bell. Lick it. Aren't you glad you're wearing that Cure All Magic Wand? That helped a lot, didn't it? Think they'll ever make more Abyss. Really wish there was a reason to do any of that content again after you've completed it. I've been pushing for that ever since I saw how Raid Shadow Legends handles Doom Tower, how Summoner's War handles their repeatable Abyss content. It would be so easy, or not Summoner's War, shit. Lots of games. Etheria Restart, HSR, Genshin. They all have repeatable, farmable Abyss, and I don't understand why we don't. But I don't know. I don't know if it keeps getting backburnered, if they aren't interested in changing it, if it's too much development time, if they fired the people that built those levels and they don't know how to fix it anymore. I don't know. I really wish I could say, yeah, it'll be a thing, but, ugh. We haven't had a new Abyss update since 2022? Yeah, Mega, we figured it out. 2021, wow. Yeah, we got Challenge Abyss in 2022, but yeah. Nobody here that needs this, so just S3. Yeah, right. I think they should redo the first 100 floors, right? Every month, the first 100 floors should reset, and there should just be some special rewards, right? Like, all of the floors are pull my finger easy and you just auto your way through them. But every 10 floors, right? Floor 10, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to floor 100, they get something special. Maybe floor 100 gives you a Molagora. Maybe floor 80 gives you a Molagora and floor 100 gives you 5 Galaxy Summons. Just something, and it resets every month, and it's something to do. Right? It's grindable content. They change the mechanics around each month. They throw some different numbers in there. They shuffle the bosses, or they give some requirements. It's always the same Abyss, but this month you can only use 4 stars. This month you can only use heroes from Rangar. This month you can only use furries. Whatever. Just do something to give us some. They got so much content in this game that's one and done, and in a game that is MMO level complex and this involved, having one and done content is just a waste. Feels so bad. But, you know, we ask and ask and ask and ask for them to do that for Labyrinth, and what did they do? They just got rid of Labyrinth, so we'd stop asking. So maybe we stop asking, or they'll just get rid of Abyss too. Yikes. I don't know, man. There's all kinds of things they could do with it. It's just kind of sad that it's just dead content. Ow. Kukerbat banging that drum to remove 15%. There is no human on this planet who hates 15% more than Kukerbat, which is ironic because 15% damn near won him a World Cup, but it also cost him a World Cup. He is simultaneously the luckiest and unluckiest person. He's the personification of luck, both good and bad. Sometimes you're the Kukerbatter, and sometimes you're the Kukerbatty. But yeah, he bloody hates 15%. I am remarkably okay with 15% in PvP. I think it's anathema in PvE and it should be removed, but I'm actually kind of okay with it in PvP. I think 3% is stupid. But I'm also not like a professional RTA player, so it's, you know, it's not my place to tell Kukerbat he's wrong about something. So, yeah. PvE, yeah. They used to say it was like to add a little bit of challenge to the game so that everybody didn't just use the same teams. Because if it didn't exist, then everybody just used the same team and it's always guaranteed. And in exchange for having 15%, they didn't make it cost stamina. So like if you failed, you didn't lose anything. It's like, yeah, but you lose time, and nobody likes having their time wasted, right? You only have a limited amount of time on this planet, and anybody that wastes your time is committing the subtlest form of murder. Pop. Alrighty. Be gone. Pop. Oh my god. Bossa. Whose idea was it to give this unit a freaking 20% CR push every time she's heckin' hit? Peekaboo E-Man. I would drop it to like 5%. Or would dropping it to 5% be more annoying? I don't know, man. It was one thing when 15% didn't determine the outcome of a fight. I think it's when it started determining the outcome of tournament-style fights. That's when it really started feeling bad. But if you don't have it in PvP, is it not just a wallet warrior game at that point? I don't know. It's one of those things that makes it more interesting to watch sometimes, and other times it makes it feel like somebody got robbed, and it takes kind of the fun out of it. It's a complex question for bigger minds than me. I want to fight somebody that is not Setsuka just once. Yo. Guys, I found a unicorn. We've got 3 teams and Setsuka is not on any of them. I love playing control. Let's get him. That's all I had for a hydrate. Sorry, man. Not much left. Nobody else redeem hydrate. You're wasting your points. I'm out of water. Which means I'm going to kill this fight and move on. Is Afternoon Soak Flan worth pulling? Yes, but wait. Wait till the very end of her banner so you can see what's next. Elder Saria is going to be revealed tomorrow. And hopefully by the end of Sigrid's banner, you'll know if Race Car Sigrid is coming. A custom group summon is coming up. You can always add Afternoon Soak Flan to that. You want to make sure that you don't blow all of your bookmarks on a unit only to have a limited unit that it's going to take over a year before you can get it again. Come out and then you don't have any bookmarks and you're sitting here deciding, do I just miss out or do I spend when I didn't want to spend? Now, if you don't mind swiping a little bit or you got enough reserves, you're just asking if she's a good unit. Yes, she is a very, very good unit and somebody that you will never regret having on your team. You like this team onrush? I love this. Pop. You ready for this? Oh my god, this is so good. Wait for it. Here we go. Pop. Pop. Oh, she didn't die. Where was my pop? I wanted a beautiful pop. Fine. Get her this way. This is a wonderful team. It only works if there's no Genesis Ross and no Setska. And that's 99% of the defenses in Arena. Every once in a while, you'll find a unicorn, and I get to use my favorite team. I coasted into freaking Emperor with this team. It's so easy to play, but you cannot play it into this girl. It does not work at all. We'll try it. There's a chance if my speed tuning is good and I can get Ray in front of people instead of in the back. Oh, guys, it might work. It might work. Everybody goes to sleep, and when you're asleep, it's a plus 100% chance to hit. And of course, we didn't sleep Scaly, the unit who can cleanse all of this BS and needed to be slept more than anybody. Okay. Oh, we hit her! We hit her! We hit her! Ha 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 ha! All right, burn for the guaranteed stun. Pop, pop, pop. Umbral Keystone. Don't try this at home, kids. This normally does not work into Setska. We just got really, really, really lucky on Ray and then on, pow. And then on, Aramantha landing a hit. Now then, between Otherworldly Hunt and Otherworldly Breach, which one is better to do? If you need Riposte set and Reversal set, then that is worth doing. I don't think those sets are good. I think there are 2, maybe 3 units for each set that use those sets, and they can be run on other sets. But if you want to run those sets, then it's worth farming. Other than that, I think there's no reason to farm that, and people that recommend you farm Otherworldly Breach probably don't have your best interests at heart. Unless you're like, I want a Riposte Flan, I want a Reversal Ruel, I want a Riposte, I don't know, Setska, I want a Reversal Mort. That's it. Riposte Kayron is good. But you can run Kayron on Destruction set or Counter set. There's things you can run Kayron on that aren't Riposte set. Riposte set or Reversal set Mort is good, but you can run Mort on Destruction set. Reversal set Ruel is fine, but you can run her on Speed or Revenge set. Riposte set Flan is objectively her best in slot. You can still run her on counter or destruction. You don't need those sets to make those units work. They just add a little bit of a gimmick to them and make them ever so slightly better in the role that they're already good at. Riposte set does not make a unit usable where it was not usable before. It just makes it slightly more usable in a certain role. And people that are telling new players to farm riposte set and reversal set are assholes. Oh, you got afternoon soak Flan, you better start farming riposte set. She needs it. She has existed for almost a year and a half and has dominated the meta without riposte set. Now, if she absolutely has to have riposte set, explain how that's happening to me. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Otherworldly Breach. I'm really not. But you know what? If you want those sets, that's the only way to get it. And you should farm a little bit to get those sets for the units you want to put it on. But if you're in a, I've got 10,000 units to gear and I don't know where to start, go to Hunts. Farm Hunts or Rift. Hunts for better gear, Rift for more gear. If you're relatively new and you can do Rift quickly, Rift is going to give you a good baseline of gear to get everybody geared up. And once everybody's got that good baseline of gear and you're looking to just make things better, you've got a Mort, but you want a better Mort. You've got a Ross, but you want a better Ross. That's when you switch over to Hunts, because Hunts give you better quality gear. You get 4 pieces of gear in Rift for every 3 pieces of gear you get in Hunts. But Hunts have higher quality gear and that chance for Otherworldly. So I think if you can farm Rift in 1-turn entries, that's where you go to get all gear on all of your units. And then when you're playing the game of not, I need to put, I don't even have a ring for this unit, I need to get gear on them. Once you're done with that, once like, okay, everybody's got gear, I just need the gear to be better, that's when you stick with Otherworldly Hunts. Otherworldly Hunts are the end game. Once you get gear on everybody and you're just looking to improve it, there's never a reason to farm Rift again. And Otherworldly Breach, I think, is the biggest scam ever for new players. That's some end game stuff right there, making riposte and reversal set units. That's right. When you're the time when you should be farming Otherworldly Breach, that's about the time when you should be like, I need to farm Katie's to get some torrent sets. I should really be farming my protection sets from Golem. I mean, it's when you're really thinking about high-end RTA, because for PvE, general climbing, early, mid, and even some of late game, you don't need those sets at all. It's not until right in the meat and potatoes of late game up to end game that you even care about reversal and riposte, in my opinion. But as far as Hunts go, I think new players should just farm Hunts and Otherworldly Hunts, and if they can pull off Rift in 1 turn, that's a nice place to run during buff events. Rift gets better benefit out of buff events just to lay down a good baseline, right? I need to farm speed and destro, but I also want to pick up some immunity and some pen sets. Rift is great for that because you can specifically target the sets you need. But once you're to the point where you're looking at all your units now and you're like, I don't need more gear for Arby. I need better gear for Arby. I don't need more gear for Crow. I just need better gear for Crow. That's when you walk away from Rift entirely and you just focus on Hunts, because that's where the best gear comes from. That's my 2 cents on it. And I am going to come out with a Places to Farm in 2025 video at some point in time. I got to put it in line with the 10,000 other videos I got to make. I hope Otherworldly Breach is going to swap every time we get new gear sets, once every 2 years. Man, I'm scared if they keep adding new gear sets like that. I'm scared to death we're going to see violent runes or the same, basically violent and despair sets and all those other terrifying sets that we get in Summoner's War. But who knows? Yeah, Rift feels terrible, doesn't it? But if you're running it in the background while you're doing other thing, I guess that's fine. But I mean, do the math on it, right? Rift costs you 40 stamina, and you get 2 pieces of gear. And assuming you've got the best pupper in the game, you get a 20%. Oops, sorry. You get a 10% chance of getting an extra piece of equipment, right? So you get 2.1 pieces of gear. 2.1 pieces of gear for 40 stamina. 2.1 pieces of gear for 40 stamina. So we'll say 21 pieces of gear for 400 stamina, right? 21 pieces of gear for 400 stamina. Actually, we can just do the math. Let's just do the hard math. 2.1 pieces of gear per 40 stamina. So you get 0.025 pieces of gear per stamina, right? We go over to otherworldly hunts. Hunts. And if you got a hunt pet up on here, you've got a 11% chance to get an extra piece of gear, right? So you get 6.11 pieces of gear for 160 stamina. So that's 6.11 pieces of gear divided by 160 stamina. So you see what I mean, right? You get 0.038 pieces of gear per stamina versus 0.5 pieces of gear per stamina. If you math it out, it's about a 4-to-3 ratio. 4 pieces of gear from hunts, 3 pieces of gear from Rift. I'm sorry. 4 pieces of gear from Rift, 3 pieces of gear from hunts. Stamina per stamina. You put enough stamina into Rift to get 400 pieces of gear, you're going to walk away from hunts with 300 pieces of gear. So you're like, well, then why should I farm hunts if I get 33% more gear from farming Rift? Well, it's because hunts can give you otherworldly gear. And though I haven't gotten all the data together yet, it looks like Rift gives you more epic gear. I'm sorry. It looks like hunts give you more epic gear than Rift does. At the end of the day, when you look at a run of 30, you seem to have way more reds than purples, whereas Rift, you have way more purples than red. So the quality of gear is better, and the chance for otherworldly gear, the chance for the best gear in the game, is present. In Rift, you don't have any of that. But in Rift, you also don't have sets you don't want. I don't want hit set. I could go my entire life without seeing another piece of frickin' hit set drop and be happy. I got more than enough of it. And the game heard me, gave me no hit sets, but it gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crit sets when all I care about is speed set. So yeah, you're going to get better quality gear and you're going to get chance to gear, but you're also going to get the shit you don't care about. Now you could argue and say, well, that's great. That's more stuff to turn into powder, more stuff to turn into gold. I'm not going to be starved nearly as much. And that's true. You also get targeted reforge mats. You don't get targeted reforge mats from Rift. And one of the biggest issues with farming Rift is people would farm the sets that they want and the freaking bench or the golem mats would pile up because nobody cared about that shit. So this at least lets you target farm the awakening materials you need to 90 your gear. I don't know. I think it's just better to farm otherworldly once you've got a good baseline of gear. Maybe 400-500 pieces of gear total farmed and leveled up. You know, enough to get the important units on your account all geared up. Once you're to the point where it's just trying to make things better and not trying to just make things, I don't think there's any room for Rift in the world anymore. Now, that doesn't mean the next Rift they aren't going to change things, and I think they might, because Rift is too slow. They said they're going to make farming easier. They're going to make it more respectful of our time, so I strongly suspect whatever the next season of Rift is, if it even happens, it's going to be something we can farm faster, and they're going to make it relevant. Fucking hit set. Ugh. Ooh, potential. Roll that piece. Come on. Papa needs a new Soul Weaver sword. Let's go. Ooh, that's a double min roll. Isn't that the most awful thing you've ever seen? Shakespeare couldn't write tragedy this sad. Why are you like this game? Okay, hang on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It could still be a 21 speeder. We gotta go again. It had to be a max roll. Oh my god, it's saved at the last minute with a double max into ER. Oh my god. It's good. This will be 14 health. It's 91 gear score. It's kind of mid. It's kind of on the low end, but all the stats are good. It's not dead, Joe. This is a decent piece. 25 effect resistance on a speed set that's all stacked with HP. This is a good piece. This is like a nice Lulica piece, green Lulica. You could put this on Maid Chloe or Destina. There's units that can use this. It's not a bad piece. I'm going to 90 it, and I'm going to put it on a unit, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be a unit that's going to have Prophetic Candlestick. And then I'm going to laugh. Laugh, I say! Laugh! All right, guys. Anybody else streaming Epic 7 right now? Tell me we're not the only ones. All right, everybody go say hi to Fartsy. We'll send you over to Fart Pancakes, and am I able to alter stats on gear? One stat. You can modify one stat, but only one, and once you modify it, you can never modify anything else. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Do I farm every day? No, but I farm often. Turns out E7 Killer was Smilegate after all. We always said that. Only people who can kill Epic 7 is Epic 7. All right, guys, I will catch you all tomorrow with the news, and after we do the news, I got to make a whole bunch of guides, so you guys sleep well, and if you're just starting the day, be good, or be good at it. Catch you later.
Definitely a slower player. I would just